Right, now we are here. Watch along for the transfer deadline day. I probably should have come on a little bit earlier, but there's not that much going on regarding Sunderland, that is for sure. You've probably seen the news recently that Kiefer Moore has just signed for Ipswich Town. Now, Stephen, he says he's not really asked about it. He couldn't care less. But for me personally, I thought we need a striker in, one of our main priorities, along with a defensive midfielder. But it looks like he's one who's not on our list, or we just couldn't afford him. Now, I don't know. But in any way, what's people saying? Cheers to everybody who's dropped in. Share the stream, hit the thumbs up on it, and subscribe if you're brand new. Right then, down a bit further back, Jaden Neal says we're desperate for a striker. We need a better centre mid, to be honest. I don't think we'll get anyone else. That's a fair point, that one there. I didn't think we'll get anyone else. Apparently, I think we might get Styles. Now, Styles can play in numerous positions. He's played predominantly on the left wing. I think it's about 60. I think I wrote it down on here, 2 seconds. 67 times as a left midfielder, 55 times as a central midfielder, 33 as an attacking midfielder, and 15 as a right-sided, and 10 as a defensive midfielder. Alright, Lewis just dropped in, says hello, good evening everybody. Good evening everybody who's dropped in. Appreciate all yous being here. Sunny Las Vegas. Love it. I love to go in there. Absolutely love it, Rob. Alright, Alexandra lad, I knew you'd begin. But like I was saying, the outgoings, I've got them up here. Them are the ones who's gone so far. Pritchard put something nice on social media regarding the Sunderland supporters. Basically, he just needed to secure his family's security, really, basically, and that 2-year deal was better than a 1. So he chose to go down to Birmingham. Obviously, they'd probably give him more money and all, to be honest. Alright, Thomas. Ahmad is in the Man United squad to play Wolves tonight, so we are not getting Ahmad unless they teleport him from Wolverhampton Wanderers over to here. I think they're playing at Wolves. Double check. I'm sure they're playing at Wolves, but it's not looking good like at the minute. They're playing at Wolves at 8 o'clock, so there's no chance we're getting him. But actually, is the loans till 12 o'clock? Because then there's a chance. No, it's just not happening. Cheers, Taffy Mackham lad. Really appreciate the donation. Absolutely legend, you are. We are currently on 9,300 subscribers. We're only 700 away from 10k. Absolutely crazy. He had a target of 9. We're going to get 10. Fuck's sake. Alright, Tom, mate. Edwin as well, who's dropped in. Looking forward to Barrett game, mate. I am. I'm going to be doing a live stream with Stephen, so you should all come back on that one. And you know for a fact we'll be demonetised within 5 minutes of that live stream starting, because you know what it's like when begging him to get together on here. If I had a swear jar, I couldn't even afford our swear jar, to be honest. Alright, Lee Geeson, mate. How are you, mate? What's he saying? Be looking to see anyone else in. He's already said we need to be patient. The only one I think is coming in is Styles. That's the only one. There was rumours linked that we were... That mad sense. There was rumours that we were going to be getting Emmanuel Benson on loan from Burnley. I know that it was only the Football Insider who done this article, but they have got Canny Bitrate as well. They have got the fair share of things wrong, but they said that we were linked with him for a loan move. He plays on the wing. His last 6 games, he wasn't in the squad. The last time he played was against Everton as a substitute. Then, I think he's only made this season 5 appearances for Burnley. He scored 11 goals in the Championship last season, but I didn't know if there's any chance of getting him in, to be honest. He scored past us the last time when we got beat off them 4-2. He was one of the goal scorers. Back on the chat, we are fleeing at the minute. Harry Turner says Brighton have to sign highly rated. They're saying that. Such a shame. I don't know what the backstory is. I just seen it as I was coming on here. Lewis is a member for 2 months. Get on, lag, Sunderland till he's die. I'm going to change them. I'm going to get better ones for you as well. Some better emojis and that. Remember PF? Leighton Mills, that's a very fair point, because what Ipswich and Hull are digging, they cannot afford not to go up, basically. Because I was listening to somewhere on a podcast, I don't know, I think it was the Rotary Report lads. They were talking about the financial fair play regarding Hull and Ipswich, because they've just gone mental. They've just got Ryan Giles. I didn't know if they got him on loan. Hull, I'm not 100% sure. Celtic or Rangers? Rangers, mate. We need a striker. 100% we need a striker. Right. The ones that's gone out so far, Bennett. I didn't think we're going to. I think they might be shipping him on at the end of the season. Off at the end of the season. Like, I can't see him coming back. If it was in English, like in the English league, then fair enough. But how they're going to really keep tabs on him when he's all the way over there, unless they just ask for reports off the club themselves. But I'm not 100% sure. Like, he'll be playing. I would have kept him. I really would have, because I really rate Bennett. Last time I seen him was against Southampton when he done his 3 Maradonas and then got the assist for Chris Riggs' header. That's the last time we've seen him. But you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we can get him. He can come back a better player, just like Nectar Triantis. He's gone to Hibs. Well, Hibs have just signed another defender as well on loan from Bournemouth. Hibs, their manager is the same manager who used to manage Nectar at Costa Mariners. What's it called again? Mariners. Oh, I can't remember the proper name of it, but you know what I'm on about. He used to manage them, then he left them and went to Hibs. So Nectar's joined him again, so he knows how to use him and develop him well for us. Hopefully he can come back a better player, because I like him. Any news on anyone else leaving? No, well, to be honest, I'm surprised I haven't loaned out Hamir, because the way the club have been going on about him when we're under Tony Mowbray, saying that he's not ready, he'll be a good player in the future, and he's just not ready yet. And now he's had very little game time. He's played for the under-21s. And to be honest, when I've watched him in the under-21s, he didn't look all that good. He really didn't. But he was more or less dropping deep every time. Instead of being the focal point up top, he was kept dropping deep. And I'm not going to lie, he didn't have that urgency about him. So hopefully, if he does get a loan, or if he doesn't, then Bale can get better out of him. We are seeing better out of Bar under Bale than we did under Tony Mowbray. He's been absolutely mint bar, and I'm glad for the lad and all, because he's one of the players who we wanted to do well. And with the game against Ipswich, he stood out. And when Bale took him off, I couldn't understand it, to be honest. And then the game against Stoke, he was unplayable. He was absolutely amazing. But that was simply down to the different style, the way we played. Now, me and Stevens talked about it in the match preview we done for the Borough game. We were playing forward. We weren't going backwards. We were always looking for the striker. We were looking for that killer pass. I thought Clark, even though he didn't score, he ran Gooch ragged. Gooch had an absolute torrid time, coming up against Gooch. Clark, even. And then Burstow pulled the defence out the way, laid the little ball off to Barr, who started that attack off initially with a ball over the top to Clark. 70-yard pass, it was class. So the lads, some of the stuff they were playing against Stoke was like the old Sunderland. Like, I'm not saying it was an amazing performance, because it wasn't, because to be honest, they could have scored a few themselves. But listen, you've got to credit our defence that day as well. Adeno still put it into his own net, but it was just a miscommunication between him and Patterson. And it ended up going in as an own goal. Really white on this screen here, like. Duopole, what for? Duopole, what Paul? Should put him on loan in League 1 or League 2. I agree. What poll do you want up, like, anyone? See if I can do it. I can't remember how I've done it before, you know. I might have to go on to here, I think. I'm still not clued up with this technology like Stephen is. What poll do you want? Are you saying do your poll, but what questions do you want us to do? Let us know, people. Give us a second. I'll probably won't white us out off that there. Football Panda says hello. Alright, mate. That's another fair point, Connor. I missed that one, actually. Another thing we've got to give Bale for is he's got the the striker, scoring goal. Now, actually, what was it under? It was under Mike Dodds that Rooston scored, wasn't it? Or was it? It was Preston. Was it Preston? I think it was Preston, so that was under Dodds. But Burstow scored under him. Prefer Newcastle or Borough? Oh, no, man. Ask a different question. Relatable to the transfer window. Because I didn't prefer either of them. Well, to be honest, Borough's not a derby, is it really? To the majority of Sunderland supporters. People who live on the outskirts, closer to the Middlesbrough, or people who work with them, then they tend to see it as a derby, but for me it's not like. Would you sell Clark in the summer? Yes or no? All depends, mate, really. It depends what we get offered, and we 100% have to have a replacement. Now, with Mundell coming in, is that Clark's replacement for the summer? What I've read about Mundell off the Spurs supporters, it fills us full of optimism. They were gutted that he didn't get more game time in the first team, and they're saying he was a really good player, and they couldn't understand why he weren't getting more game time. But credit to Mundell, he turned down a 4-year contract with Spurs to get more game time at Standard Liège. Obviously, he's went over there. I didn't know why he's came back, but it might be. He might have been homesick. He might, he did say that there was ups and downs being over there, and he wasn't like a full-on first-team starter as well. He did start games, but he was used off the bench as well for quite a few times. Spence, alright mate, chill out. I'll do it in a bit, mate. Mundell or Bennett, we haven't seen anything of Mundell, or we didn't see enough of Bennett, which is a shame. It's never a derby, says Michael Oliver. It's not, mate. Look against Newcastle, man, compared to when it is against the Borough. Alright, do us a favour, everybody, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. Appreciate it, everyone. Now, the new signing and all, Leo Yelder, he's called. Alright, call on to that. He's came in, and I'm kind of optimistic about him as well. I've seen a lot of his highlights, and I've spoke to quite a few of Leeds supporters, and what they were saying. I watched podcast. If you watch me video of when I said he's going to get his medical, and I've done that video regarding Leo, I was watching podcasts when he was a bit younger and he was at Ross County, and I was listening to him speak on there, and he spoke really well. Well, obviously, you know what they're like. They all get media trained and that, but he was speaking. He spoke really well, and then I listened to what Leeds supporters saying. Leeds supporters were saying if you can get him in form, and was it Rotherham? If you can get him in form, he's a really good player, especially obviously on the left hand side. He can play as a left back, and he can also play as a centre back, and he prefers to play as a centre back. I read somewhere that reports were saying he's the next Van Dijk. This was years ago. It's not my words. Didn't shoot the messenger. It's not my words, but he's meant to be the next Van Dijk apparently. And anyway, he's on loan for the rest of the season. So it's covering that position simply because Alicia is out injured. Certain is constantly out injured. Who else? Huggins is out injured. He's a right back what can play a left back. So he's not even a proper right back. And Alicia is meant to be a centre back, but he can also play left back. So it is wise to bring this Leo in because we need cover in that position 1,000,000%. Styles only has one direction. Hopefully it's to Sunderland. Gia says, Jack, Sunderland till I die. Who do you want? 10 million, Jack, Sunderland till I die. You alright? Alright. Talking amongst yourselves, sorry. Regarding Styles, I've done a video with him and all. Now, Barnsley supporters are not quite happy with him because he seems as if his attitude is that he wants to be away, basically. Now, he's played a lot of games in the Championship. I think it was 104. Didn't held us to that one. I think it might be a couple of games off. But he is a Championship experienced player. He was on loan at Millwall. I think he played 22 times for Millwall. Now, he can play all over the nut end. Like I said earlier, he plays on the left. He can play a defensive midfielder. He can play attacking midfielder. He can play on the right. He's played at left back. You name it, he's played it there. But at that time, when we were digging the video, a lot of supporters of this channel, and I was thinking the same thing, is this Pritchard's replacement? Now, you know, only time will tell if he's as good as what Pritchard has been is recently. Listen, Pritchard, he wasn't, Pritchard for me, he wasn't, you know, last season he was kind of shit, to put it bluntly. Like, he wasn't having his best seasons. Like, he couldn't beat the first man. His set pieces were terrible. His free kicks were. But then, all of a sudden, this season, I think the back end of last season he was good. And this season, he's been really good as of recent, coming off the bench. Then he was getting started. He was digging the full 90 minutes against Leeds, I think it was, when we won. Was it Leeds? I'm not 100%, but he played full 90 minutes. And he was looking like one of our best players. So when the news broke that he was down in tools, I noticed 2 games before he mentioned that he didn't look like he was putting in a decent shift, let's be honest. Ipswich, he was whinging at Bale. Then at Hull, he was shouting at Bale and getting amongst the players and that. And he just, you know, the way he clapped the Sunderland supporters, and I'm not 100% which game it was, but you could just tell he wanted to be away. It just didn't look like he wanted to be here. Now, he's saying he done it for family reasons, like, he secures his future and that for an extra year. But it was a bit of a rat's trick, like not playing the Stoke game. He could have got a standing ovation. He could have got clapped off, saying he's definitely leaving. This is his last game, etc., etc. But it just down tools was a bit of it left a sour taste in my mouth with him leaving, because I did like Pritchard, I did. Right, I talked me eat off there, me on eat off. So, what's people cracking on about? Real, Dan FCFC is keeping us up to date with the scores. Just up there. Real Madrid's 1-0 up. Manu. What is the thingy score? The Bournemouth one? They've kicked off, haven't they? Should we sign J? Go when Price is bottling it. The time I fucking darts on that. Right, further back up. Oh, then. What you saying? Barnsley fan says they'll drive him here. They said it's his attitude. He says once he had a taste of Championship football, they said he's a good player, but they've got a sour taste in their mouth of the way he's, you know, his attitude problems regarding his performances on the pitch. He is a good player, but the way he's gone on at the minute, they didn't want him anywhere near the club, to be honest. Unless a 6 Miami 0. Jesus, no way. Ronaldo will be buzzing. Now, just to clarify, both goals from strikers were under Bale, lad. Oh, what the? Right, cheers for letting us know. When did Rosen... I'm going to have to look. What game was it when Rosen scored? I think you might be right. Well, I know you're right. I just want to double check what game it was. Mad that by what you call he wanting to go into Ferrari on it, Lewis Hampton. Just saying it there, right. Say I done a video, didn't I? But with Stephen, we done a match vlog. Preston. Was that? Preston was literally a month ago. Shit. Was Bale in charge at Preston? I didn't think he was, you know. Everyone's saying Preston. I should have just looked at the chat, fucking hell. I didn't think he was. I don't know. I'm going to Google it now. I want to Google it because it's done me nothing. Bale's first game in charge of Sunderland. Well, it said Bale's, even though we haven't got Bale. My accent, man. Honestly, I had to put subtitles in my videos because of my accent. Common as you like. It was the 3-0 defeat against Coventry. That was his first game in charge. So, I know people's already tell us in the chat if it's right or if it's wrong, but I'm going to have to just put my mind at rest because I get wound up in the chat and all. You were right. I think. What God, he was well in charge by then. What am I on about? His first Coventry defeat. Thinking about it again, selling Jack Clark when I was listening to Nick Barnes today. The club said they need to grow. It's time to grow the wage bill. Do you know what? I missed that tonight. On BBC Newcastle, I listen to it most nights, especially when I'm out. So I'm normally out on the night, and I missed that tonight. Actually, we're digging this. It takes absolutely ages to set all this carry on up. Thanks for everybody. Subscribe to the channel and see if we can get these numbers up today. Hit the thumbs up on the stream and all. It'll be absolutely much appreciated. Right, we are currently on 9,304. So see if we can get them numbers up. And obviously share this stream if you can. Right then. We're still no news regarding anything at the minute. There's no news. It's just all gone quiet over there. Hopefully there's a tweet coming up saying he's still up. And we'll get another couple of little announcements. You know what I mean? Like we did. I remember the last window I'd done. I think there's about 530 people watching. I think it's because no one else was digging it. And we signed a load of players near the end. I wore this top to bring us luck because it's the same one I had on. Now, the time when me and Stephen done it, it was dead. We were sitting up till nearly 1 o'clock in the morning. I can't believe we done that. But this time round, we are waiting on an arrival. I'm quickly looking on Twitter, X, if you want to call it that, to see if Sunderland's tweeted. Nah. There's a lot of people talking about on social media about this Manuel Benson. Like, I remember him playing for Burnley. He was a really good player. He's fast as out. Now, it'll be meant to fucking have Clark on one side and him on the other, but they'll be a bit harsh on Bar. But we also have brought in Romain Mundel. I nearly forgot his name now. Romain Mundel. We've brought him in. So surely he's going to be playing on the right. Now, if we're looking at this Manuel Benson, that's another winger through the door. Now, Styles as well, he can also play on the wing. He's played the majority of his football on the left side as well. Obviously, you know, Clark is going to be our main man. But that Benson does look a good prospect if we can get him through the door. Like, I'll be over the moon. It's always nice to have strength and depth. But what happened to that 6'8" Leon midfielder we were supposed to be looking at? Young lad, played plenty of games for Leon this season. What's happened with him? I can't remember his name, but we're supposed to be signing him. Alright, the communication Jude, how are you, mate? Need more experience, Thomas. 100%. These next couple of players have got to be experienced. We're kind of, you know what? I kind of understand how Waking gone. How many seasons without a recognised goal scoring striker? I kind of get over it. How long it's been since we've had a proper. Over the years, I seen, I don't know who tweeted it. I seen a tweet, right, and I agreed with it. It was like, over the past 20 years, I don't know if it was 20 years or 25 years, they said we've only had a handful of really, really good goal scorers at Sunderland. They said Kevin Phillips. They said, who else did they say? Kevin Phillips, Darren Bent, Jermaine Defoe, and Ross Stewart. I think that's what they said. I'm going to have to double check because I can think of a few better ones. Well, not better ones. Asamoah Gyan, he was unreal. If he didn't leave, if we didn't sell him, was it Remis? Or Renz? I can't really remember 100%. If we didn't sell him that season, I think he was scoring goals for fun, 14 or something like that. He got I'll just find that tweet and see how the goal scorers was. But that's the thing. It's been a problem for quite a while. We haven't had a recognised striker at the club. Now it's all well and good bringing in the amount we have, and me and Stephen were having a little debate about it. Like he was saying, I'm not bothered if we didn't bring in a striker. Well, I totally disagree with him, because 4 of our strikers up to date have only scored 2 goals. Now, from the start of the season to now we're in February, that is mental. That is absolutely mental. 2 goals from 4 strikers. And regardless, we've got to play to the strengths. Whoever comes in or whoever's getting started, we've got to play to their strengths. Now, if we play the same way we did against Stoke from now to the end of the season, 100% the strikers will be scoring. Now, Rooson scored 2 for the under-21s, not yesterday, the day before, was it? He scored 2 goals, and his movement was class. He had pace. He was left them for dead. His composure on his goals was mint and all. So I do believe he'll score. We just have to play at the strength. Simple as that. Now I'm gonna see if I can get that up. Who said it? Yeah, it's gonna be ages away, innit? Right, who was it? Um, 2 minutes everyone. Let's try and find this. I'm not gone insane. They did see it, and I was like, really? In 20 years? Are you sure? I think that tweet might have been deleted off that person. I'm gonna see the person's name, obviously. Yeah, it has. Oh well, there you go then. Must have been getting hammered on the comments. Then you could have put, what's his name, Quinny in that one and all. So Nixon says Benson's off to Barrett. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've just read something like that on there and all. That's just how we're looking at it. Well, William apparently is off to Barrett. No, not tonight. Dan SFC. Maggio was a decent striker, but he wasn't prolific. He was good in League One, so we never got to see what he was like for us in any way. In the better leagues, the Championship. Barrett better not get him. Sunder. Barrett's just lost what's his name to Aston Villa, and he was a really good player. They've got loads of players out injured, but didn't look into that though, because we got battered off Hull, and Hull had 9 first teamers out, so it doesn't matter if they've got a load of key players out injured. You know, Madge's at West Brom. He went Bordeaux though, didn't he? He went Fulham for a time. 100% on that one. I'm sure he went to Fulham for a time as well. Yeah, you knew. Well, it was either us or Ipswich, but I'm sure I read somewhere Ipswich and Sunderland they were way off. According to Bournemouth, they were way off regarding, I don't know if it must have been wages on how much they wanted to pay to have Kiefer Moore at the club, and we obviously couldn't pay it. Ipswich have paid it, and they've got him. Yeah, he was at Fulham. I thought it was. I'll be at the toilet in a minute. I'll go and stifle. Was that what? Well, to be honest, his goals, Kiefer Moore's goals, are not one to be desired. To be honest, he hasn't scored 100 career goals, and what was I saying again? 100 career goals in his full career, and he's 31 now. So for his goal scoring, you're not really wanting to buy him. Like, you're not looking at his goal record and going, I think I'll have him, because literally it's shit, basically. But as a holding up big lump up top would be decent. But then again, regardless of who comes in, I would like to have experience. To be honest, if we play to the lads' strengths, I still think we can get goals out of the strikers that we've got at the club. Rosen especially, because he does know where the back of the net is. Look at his little flick, man, when he flicked it for Job against Birmingham. His little cushion header across the box. Instead of going for goal where he knew he couldn't, he sort of put it across the box for Job to tap in. So he does know where the back of the net is, Rosen. We just need to give him more minutes and play at the lad's strengths, and I think we will get goals out of him. But we do need an experienced defensive midfielder. Are we going to get one? It doesn't look like we are, but then we've still got Jay Matete at the club. Hopefully he doesn't go out on loan, because I rate Jay Matete, and also Corey Evans as well. He's got to come back, and now they did say Corey Evans was coming back at the end of January. So, you know, I don't know, did they say that? Or was that Roberts? I know Roberts is back. I know Roberts is back at the end of January, but I didn't know. I'm sure I read somewhere that Evans was in January. I'm sure I did. Correct us if I'm wrong. Anyone in the comments, please? Connor. 30k for Moore? Fuck that. I wouldn't pay that. I couldn't give a shite. Considering we could have, if Amad Diallo wanted to come to us on loan, we could have got him for 14k. Now, someone's saying there that it's 30k for Moore. No chance. Who was he replying to there? Kevin Moore. Because look, wanted to pay 20 quid. Fuck's sake. Wait, I've gone back on the chat. Kevin. 20. They wanted us to pay 20. Fuck, man, I don't think he's worth that, like. Definitely not. 20 grand for him when we could have got Diallo for 14. That's if it was made available. If that transfer was made available, then fair enough. But we still needed solid, strong defensive midfielder. Did anyone tell us what happened with the Leon lad, the 6'8" unit we were meant to be getting? That's gone quiet as well. So I still think there's something going to happen with the club that's got to be going to happen, man. What? It's only up past 8. Know what I mean? We've got plenty of time to get. I am mad. Is all less at United? I know it's crazy, mate. It's absolutely crazy. Who in the right mind's going to pay that for him? Like they were saying on Roker Report. I listened to their podcasts, and they were saying regarding Ipswich with a financial fair play, they're spending some money, like. Oh, I went to Werder Bremen. Oh, did he? So it must have just been rumours, really. They mustn't have. I'm sick to death of it. I always get carried away, me, when we see and hear rumours on social media. The Diallo one was just killing me every other day. He's coming. He's gone. He's coming. He's gone. I didn't know if I was coming or gone, man. It was doing me nut. But obviously now, it didn't help with Diallo liking that post, but apparently he done it by accident. And then Fabrizio Romano tweeted one saying no, he's going to be a part of an integral part of Ten Hag's team. Well, I wouldn't say it integral. He's going to get minutes basically, and then Ahmad liked that, and then that put the nail in the coffin for me, and I just haven't bothered about it ever since. SCFC Luke, alright mate, it's him on X. He says he doesn't think we need a striker personally. My priority, as much as I want an experienced striker as well, I still think we need one regardless, is an experienced defensive midfielder. Now, Corey Evans coming back, is he going to be the same player? Are you really going to risk it? They didn't seem to trust Jay Matete enough to give him minutes, let's be honest. As bad as Ekwa's been recently, and already done alright against Stoke, you would have thought that now Matete might get minutes, and he just clearly hasn't. I didn't know if the weary about putting him straight into the team regarding he's only just come back from injury as well. Alright, Beck X Games. Oh yeah. I hope Ahmad gets game time. When's Evans back? Well, series, I thought he was back at the end of January. Now, I didn't know if anybody else has commented on that regarding him. Will I miss Pritchard? Why, I like Pritchard, me. I thought he was, especially this season, he's been decent. Well, since he came back into the team, he's been decent. He's been one of our best players. And then, but the season before, he had a poor season, I'm not going to lie. The back end of last season, he did alright. Now, but, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm not. I really am not. The lads didn't put their heads down. I'm good that he's gone, and I wish him the best of luck down there. But what it is, well, apart from when they play us, what it is he's gone, so he's not out to play anymore, and I'm not worried. Johnny, here, listen to this. He says, couldn't pay. More like, for fuck's sake. Penny Pigeon FC is in session as usual. Penny Pigeon FC. I don't know why that man has laughed. There's 5 ghosts behind us, so you got that wrong, mate. Oh shit, you said 5? Apologies. You said 5. My eyesight's not the best. Thought it was a 6. Well, Pritchard, Nectar and Bennett have left, and Leo Yelda and Romain Mundell is in. Pritchard's going to be a good miss. You never know. You never see. That's the thing. We've got to have patience with these players who we've already got. Oh yeah, I thought the club tweeted there. Nearly shit myself. One who we've already got in the team, and another is the ones who have just came through the door. We've got to give them time. We're kind of just. I got seen a few comments on the videos what I've done regarding these 2 players who've just come in, and people's writing them off before they've even kicked the ball. Now, regardless if you think they're not experienced enough, you've still got to held your tongue until you've seen them play at least 6 or 7 times. You know what I mean? Let them have plenty of minutes on the pitch, then pass judgment. We cannot be too critical of them. Also, the players who we've already got. Now, the players who we've already got, some of the players haven't even had a full season in the Championship. The majority of them haven't had a full season in the Championship. Ekwa, for instance, he hasn't played a full season yet. We got him in January last season. So this season he will have played a full season. And that's not just in the Championships. Ekwa played very little, if any, first team minutes anywhere. When he was at West Ham, he was always in the under-21s and that. So we've just got to be a bit patient with him. And the project this year, it's not for the here and now. It's in for 2, 3, maybe 4 years' time. I know I'm just like years. I want to be in the Premier League this season. But imagine if we went up in the Premier League, we'd get absolutely battered week in, week out. We really would. So, are we ready to gun up? There's never a right time. Obviously, if we do gun up, we will invest heavily. Well, I hope we will invest. We'll go out there and we'll look for the replayers who can hack it in the Championship, in the Premier League. But for me, Man U's 2-0 up. Rashford, who Ten Hag, I don't know why he started him because he says he's keeping it behind closed doors. The carry on with Rashford. No, when he's went out knee clubbing and that didn't turn up to training or something along them lines, and he starts him and he scored. So that's that, lads. Oh, Jam's in the chat. I didn't realise. Alright, mate. He says, alright, boy. We're definitely getting a 10-15 Speakman special. Say, I hope you're right. And if you haven't, go and subscribe to Jam's on. He's sound as fuck. Apologies for my language. There's ladies in the chat. Susan, alright, mate. Apologies for the swear words. But you know what this channel's like by now.
I'd rather the ones we bring in be good experience personally.
Aye, see him. Says Luke. Kenzie says he reckons thingy will be class. Mundle. With that.
2 minutes. Didn't notice. I shouldn't talk so much because people's commenting. I haven't.
I think it's a bit rude if I miss people out. Taffy Mackham says, my dream realistically would if we could sign with that Shankland from Hearts, 6 foot, strong, scores goals for fun, better version of Ross Stewart. Now that's a shout, mate. You never know, it could still happen. I think something might happen like later on. I think it will. It always does. It did last time when I was on here by myself. That's why I wore this shirt for luck. Something happened. Connor Wickham one last dance. Jesus, he was a has-been. He got a. He managed to get a club at MK Dons and scored 2. He scored 2 past us, didn't he? Or was it 1? Oh, I don't know. He scored 2 past us against Crystal Palace in the Premier League and all. And everyone was giving him stick while he was playing. I went to my mate, watch him score, yeah. That's before I used to do this YouTube carry on. And he did, he scored 2. Barrett after that Burnley ring. Aye, that's what I'm hearing. Like, I'm going to have a quick little... Sunderland's tweeted. Sunderland have tweeted. Here we go, what they're saying. Now, just that young lad about Josh Robinson has completed his permanent transfer to Premier League side Brighton and Hove Albion. Albion even. Best of luck for the future, Josh. Shame we couldn't keep him, you know. There must have been an offer we couldn't refuse. Because look at what happened when under Mandrox, when Stuart Donnell was getting rid of all of our prized assets, a young kid. Why's the name gone out my head? He played for Liverpool the other night and he got an assist, put a beautiful ball over the top. Now who was it? Oh, I forgot. I forgot. Goose Mav says, alright mate, to start a 10-hour shift but still listening in. Aye, Stephen will get rang. He says there could be a surprise signing later on. Hope so. Aye mate, hope it's a forward and all. Like, yeah. Paul Ross says Graham. Connor says he's gutted about Robson. There's a few good youth players, you know. What should be... Hopefully, even if we can get them loans, there's quite a few good. Chris Rigg, obviously, he's not gone anywhere. I wouldn't mind seeing him get more minutes in the first team, to be honest. I really would. Now, obviously, Pritchard's gone. We still haven't got any word on Styles apparently coming in. So, if Chris Rigg's gone... what am I talking about? If Thingy's gone, but Pritchard, then hopefully... Chris Rigg can start and get a few extra minutes. Even if it's... as a substitute, just, you know, I know I came on against Stoke and he macked himself busy. He was getting all out of the pitch. I do rate Chris Rigg. I think he's alright. Dan, didn't start with that shit. You get me heart gone. What do I think of Styles? I know I've said this previous. These for everybody though before I start talking about him, because I'll be here in a minute. Hit the thumbs up on the stream and subscribe to the channel. We were, last time I checked, this was earlier, we were on 9,304. Oh, dare I say that's the tweet again. Say what one now. 9,305. Go on, get it up, man. Easy. Right. Clubs. Was that the club we tweeted off? They just reshared it. No. Oh wait, man, Sunderland. I'm sitting here all night like this, like before. Damien Eading now coming on, coming through the door. Styles is a decent player. I know Barnsley supporters didn't like him. They didn't rate him, but they did rate him. They just didn't like him because he's got a poor attitude. They said since he went out on loan that he you can tell he wants to be away, and they didn't like him for it. So, but they said he is a good player. He's, like I say, he's played 104 times in the Championship. He is an experienced Championship player. On the contrary to what people have been saying, he actually is.
Super Kev playing his trade in the lower leagues at Hartlepool. He is being the gaffer at the Sol one day.
As long as he keeps improving, and I'm glad he's got a job there and all. I'm just a bit gutted about Arca and how we parted ways with South Shields. I would have loved for him to do really well there. He's obviously just signed for Stephen's team. I'm talking about Stephen, who's on the channel with me. He signed for the Cambridge over 40, so Stephen thinks he's mint because he's best mates with him now. Kev's just joined the chat. He says, I was signing Styles or what? I hope the God we are, mate, because we need bodies through the door. Obviously, we've let 3 players gone up to now. I know Bennett weren't getting much game time. I would have kept Bennett. I would have given minutes. But Pritchard was one of our first names on the team sheet. And obviously, Nectar wasn't really getting a look in. He was playing for the under-21s. So that's a really good loan for him, though. Like I say, the East Coast Mariners, the manager is now the manager of Hibs. So he'll look after Nectar up there and develop him well for us for next season, hopefully. I'd like to see Nectar get minutes next season. No, the Scottish League's a tough league, you know. It is. It's not technically the best, but it'll be a tough league for him. And so hopefully it'll toughen him up and bring him, like, send him back with plenty of minutes under his belt. Gone again next season. I wonder, does anybody know? Can you just comment below and let us know when we're getting to know where pre-season is? When does that happen? Is that near the end of the season, or when will we know the details on that, or have they been released yet? Apparently a bit late activity at the Academy Light. I hope so. No, Ballard is not suspended. Oh, wait. No. Ballard isn't suspended. He's on 9 yellow cards. If he gets one more, then he will be. So hopefully he doesn't get a yellow card against the Borough. But you know, you can just see that happening, can't you? July we get to find out. No, someone says end of the month, so I don't know who to believe here. Like, there's a few people mentioning it. So is it the end of the month or is it July? Actually, I'll do a poll. What questions do you want to ask in the poll for everybody? Like, what questions would you like us to ask the people who's watching? Then we can run a poll, see what the majority of you think, basically. If I can get it up on the screen, that is. What the fuck am I doing? Right, I'm live on this one. Thank you. Give it a second to load on. That's if I can do them. Oh, he can do them. He's learning. He's learning. Oh, now. Come on. End of the month, spoke about it. Oh, class. I hope it's somewhere warm. I would love to go and, like, I can't even run that ball. Fucking hell. It's so Gabbiadini. I bet you the majority of me chat, it'll be like, oh, them. Quinn or Phillips. Quinn or Phillips is a decent one. Like, the majority of them will know that. Who would I prefer to sign to need? Why? A defensive midfielder, really. Styles is not a defensive midfielder. He's played there, but he's not a defensive midfielder. He's more like a... Well, to be honest, he's played the majority of his games on the left wing, but like an attacking midfielder. Like I say, a Pritchard replacement. That's what we were talking about previous. But he's 5'6". He's only 5'6", the same height as Pritchard as well. Right, there's a few people said that, so that's what it'll be. Yeah. Aye. Start the poll. And if
once this one's done.
I don't know why. What sort of questions that those styles or striker doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make fucking sense. I don't know what you want. Where am I looking? Right, that's not the right one. Oh, gold. Right, I'm just going to do that. There you go. There you are. Everybody do that one. Which one do you reckon? And then, if any better questions come in, I love Gates and Gabo. Range Rover Ben on the back. What the fuck? Hi, watching Yummy TV. Do you know what? Half of the people who watch our channel watch the videos on the telly. Says Ian Hardy. Cheers for dropping in again, mate. Yeah, half the people. Make this tell remember. Half the people do. I'm out again as I. Sometimes I. No, I'm not even gonna sing it. Yana I. Oh wait, something, I've got to say something. I don't understand the question, mate. Neither did I. They were saying which one, either or. Pick one. Which one you would prefer to bring in the window. I knew the question was shit. Ty Styles is only 20. Harry Styles. Mvia. Oh, I forgot we haven't even mentioned Mvia tonight. Kid, you know the dance. It's me. I'm going to end up poll at shit. Actually, I can't. I don't even know how to. I'm going to close ball. That was crap, that one, wasn't it? Like, oh well, lads, let's be honest. Styles looks like he would fit our style of play perfectly. I do see him becoming a regular starter for us. Says David. Michael, hey, get him, lad, how are you? How have you missed it? You tell me, because I have literally put it everywhere and anywhere and everywhere. Connor says, which is a fair point. I don't. Where's the chat? Oh wait, I'll have to stop the chat. It's gone. It's dinging. Right. He said. Connor said, "Don't know why people hate on young players so much. Age is irrelevant in performance. Look at Evan Ferguson, only 19, and his quality." Exactly, mate. Why is me light just went dull? Look at. I'll go back a little bit here. Look at Wayne Rooney from Man United when he burst into the Everton team at only 16-year-old. If you're good enough, you're good enough. Taffy Mackin again. Cheers, mate. Really do appreciate it, lad. He says, off to spend time with the Mrs. Taffy. Keep up the good work, champ. Cheers, mate. I really do appreciate it. You wouldn't believe it. Hopefully, we've got some good news for you next time you drop in. Or tomorrow. See you in a bit, mate. Right then. MV or Mad? That's tough, that. I'd love a Mad if I had a chance, but we're not getting him. Now, Mvia, he more or less wanted to come. Surely they were in talks. It was all out, they're not in that. They were in talks with a Mad, with Mvia, sorry. So, with Mvia, he played for Olympiacos last season, and now they were in the Champions League. They win loads of cups, and he played the majority. I think it was 90 games. No, I can't believe. Basically, played them loads and loads of football last season, so he is fit. Now, the lads who we've got there, Ekwa especially, would work really well alongside Mvia. He would learn so much from him. I really would. Even if he's there for backup Mvia, and they can. Obviously, we want him to start games as well, but they can learn so much off Mvia. It's unbelievable. Even Dan Neil would be able to as well. But I remember when he used to play for Sunderland, he was amazing. We wanted to sign him. He wanted to come. Moyes, the haggis, didn't want him. He wanted Endong, the bell end, and look how that ended up. Right, back on here. Do it as a Paul. What? Nah. I remember Rooney's first appearance, showing me age. Victoria, old. Sunderland have definitely got to pull something. That's what I like to hear. I love to hear the positivity regarding Sunderland going to sign someone, because I hope I'm not just sitting here for now. The last time we done it, I was sitting by myself again. There was a lot of signings. There was a lot of talk about. But this one, we've struggled like. Matetia's linked with a loan at Oxford, says Jim. Oh, no way. I'd rather keep him, me. Like, I think he's a good player. Obviously, but Ekwa hasn't been the same since he got injured. Corey Evans, we didn't know if he's going to be the same with that long injury. And, Dan Neil is always the first name on the team sheet. So, even his cover, I would have kept him, Matetia. He's a little powerhouse. He's strong as out. I would have kept him in the team. But Oxford, I think Oxford's doing alright this season, aren't they, in League One? They tend to do well the back end of the season, but this season they've started alright and they've maintained it. So I'm sure they played Portsmouth the other night. Did they get a draw? I'm just going to double check. Should have done this before. Oh, come on here, like. Aye, the 6th. Oh, actually, the 6th, but Stevenage has got games on them, and so has Barnsley. But they played Portsmouth. Did they get beat? No, they drew 2-2. I thought they did draw. Do another poll. Have you seen the Spirit of 37 just tweeted? No, mate, that's a fake account. I think that's a fake account. The Spirit of 37. No, it's a really good thing what they were doing, but the way they commented regarding matters what's going on behind behind the scenes with the club, not behind the scenes with the club. They were commenting on things about the club and that, and they shouldn't have been doing that. I'm looking like I don't think they have. I don't know if I'm following them or not. No, I'm not following them. No, it's a fake account, mate. Oh my god. He's put up he's made it in. He's made a fake invoice up. I'm assuming it's a fake one anyway. And he's just took the piss. This is finally fucking hell. He's ruthless. That kid, whoever that is. They deleted their account, didn't they? The Spirit of 37. They stopped doing it. Who said that? Aye, they stopped doing it. Sounds glitchy. It might be your end, mate. Try going off the stream and back on. I hope it doesn't. Alright, try going off the stream and then back on it. It might. Let us know if it sounds alright. Aye, it's glitchy. Oh, for fuck's sake. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Save that sorted. I wonder if that's sorted it out. Is it any better? Why? quite glitchy. I didn't get why. Is it any better now? Let us know in the chat if the mic is sorted or not. Is it look? Hello, hello. Alright. Oh, it might be my phone interfering with it. Is it okay now, everyone? Let us know. Thomas, I think wear pink ones, it's blue ones. Oh, it's alright, Sprint. Aye, thank God. I think it might have been the ban on the game. We haven't got City Fibre yet, and so it's an absolute nightmare. Our internet, the worst. Like if he's on the game and I'm on the game, or I'm digging anything on a video, doesn't work. Little as one up. Oh, I might stick the darts on while I'm here on this stream, waiting for something to come through. Hey, yes, Mr. C, are you okay? Just saying you're dropping on the chat, mate. Ah, you've just signed Kiefer Moore, aren't you? Bastards. Oh, General Chaos Live says he's a long-time watcher of the YouTube videos, currently watching from Nashville, USA. Very excited about Mundell, sorry. Would love a holding midfielder, a striker still. How are the lads? That's what I'm going off. The majority of that's a poll I can quickly do. The majority of Sunderland supporters are saying that. Why is it not in this poll? Oh, this one's still gone. How did I turn off? End poll. Jesus Christ. Apologies about that poll. It was terrible. Pick one. That one. There you go. That's. Oh shit. Oh, this bloody thing. Apologies everyone. Now you gone. Defensive midfielder or now you have to pick one. Striker, 100% striker. You have to pick one. It's an experience. The both experience. It's 1-1 between West Ham and Bournemouth. Ward Prowse has just scored a penalty. You have to pick one. There you are. 100. People say they would prefer a striker over Styles as well. Jesus, that's what people really are desperate for us to get a experienced striker. Mumble me words again. Oh, it's not letting me vote. I was going to vote for a striker as well. Ipswich go and bust in 2 years. Here they want to watch what they do, and Paul spending like there's knee tomorrow. I know Moa is a loan, but he's 20 grand. Apparently he's £20,000 a week. No one would vote and 98 responses. Something's broken. I don't even know where it is that, to be honest. Years can say it, but I don't think I can. Striker or Ahmad will be an interesting question. Well, we'll let this run for a little bit, and then we'll scan with that one, a striker or Ahmad Diallo. I think the theme is going to be a striker or XYZ. Michael definitely didn't work in my office, you lad. Why? I'm quite alright with computers, by the way. It's just everything else, mate. Oh, you've got no chance. I haven't even checked that, to be honest. There's 100 and... I haven't even checked that, to be honest, mate. I'll have a double check. No way in a million years. Oh, I've got 5 extra subscribers. Come on, this channel is apps. I don't even know why. Because me and Stephen are daft as a brush. But I don't even know why we got the subscribers are flying up at the minute. Like, I couldn't even tell you. Can I mute this down a bit? No, that just says close it. Don't want me doing that, peeps. I just said that, I can't believe it. Pop out chat, that's the one, so I can see it on this side, so I'm not stretching out as much. Oh, that needs to be moved. Ha! Have you heard us, man? I'm laughing at myself because I'm getting things right. Michael says, any news on Sunderland bringing anyone in? Michael, as of now, nah. It's absolutely silent from the club at the minute. But you know what they like to do? They like to keep us on edge all night, and then when we're just about to go on and sack it off, boom, they'll drop something. They'll put the eyes emoji on Twitter and they'll say, are you still awake? I'm like, well, aye, we are. What's the crack? Little 3-1 up. Alexander, that's why I know, mate. I just didn't out myself. Cheers, Thomas. Appreciate it. Cheers, Kev, as well, mate. He says from the heart. That's what people like. We didn't pretend we're not. We didn't pretend we're something that we're not. We're just fans like years, really. But we just sit behind the camera and batter your heads with our shit opinions. Oh my god, that one's horrible. Why? That must have been there a while. Ugh. Tastes like our library books. That was horrible. And do you know what? I'd like to thank, what's his name? I've got to thank somebody here, and it's a good backstory behind it. And I hope he's watching, but I didn't think he will be. He's called Temple Peck. I don't know if that's his real name or not. But why is it not in this? Oh, it's not in this. See it? Anyway. Temple Peck, he donated 20 quid to a homeless charity, and the reason he did was to keep me off the drink for 6 months. Now, since the Newcastle vlog, what I had to take down because it was embarrassing, I was out of it on it. He betted us that I couldn't last a week, and I went, of course I could, no problem. And he went, how long? I went, I could do 6 months, no bother. And I've stuck by it up to now, and because he donated 20 quid. Now it's not the money, obviously. It's 20 quid. Breaking to 20 quid when you go into the shop, you get next and out. It's not the point, it's the principle. He donated £20 for us to dig it, and it's went to a really, really good cause. I love out to do with helping the homeless. So when he's done that, I thought I'll stick to it, and touch wood, I haven't even been bothered up to now. And that was the Derby day, which was what, the 6th, obviously, because I was just on a mad one on the day and the night, early hours of the morning. It was a madden. So it's done really well. Nothing wrong with all library books. They smell funny though. Oh, there's some news. Apparently there's a Range Rover pulled up to the Academy light, and everybody on social media has gone absolutely ballistic. Yeah, it is. Someone says Benson, apparently. Might be Benson. We're not sure. But on social media, on X, if you haven't followed us, it's Jazzy1973. Go and give us a follow on there. Apparently, there's a Range Rover pulled up to the Academy light, and there's a lot of activity down at the Academy light now. Come on, Sunderland, fucking get some signings in the door. This is what we like to say. This is what it's all about now. It'll be ages by the time they announce someone. It says scenes when Bennett's being recalled because Muddles picked up a season-ending injury. Can't believe fall for this shit. Why is it not really like? Somebody says follow this lad on here because he's the one what I follows me, Lucas. This lad called Lucas is down there, and he's letting everybody know what's going on. He's put a video on. It's like literally about a 2-second video, and it's saying that Range Rover pulled up with a private reg with the reg Ben, not a private reg. It's got BEN on the back. Everyone's commenting like he's serious, and he's not commenting back. No way. Oh mate, I'll be absolutely buzzing with Benson in. I'll be out of the moon. I think he would start our Roman Mundell, 100%. Him on one side, Clark on the other. Dangerous, that, telling you. Funny, you cannot see it here, but I put notes up regarding Mundell Benson, Manuel Benson even. Mundell, what am I talking about? I put a thingy up about him. I thought, yeah, you know, he's a really good player. Like I said previous, if you weren't on, he hasn't started in the last 6 games. He's only made 5 appearances this season for Burnley. He was a sub against Everton, what they got beat in. In the Championship, he scored 11 goals, got 3 assists. He scored past us in the 4-2 defeat against Burnley last season, and he's rapid. So that is a very interesting signing. If we can get that one through the door, I'll be buzzing with that. Absolutely buzzing. Right. I cannot say past there because I chat that day. Right. I want to end this poll now. If you want to quickly tap the poll before I end it, I'll give you a couple of seconds and then we'll end that poll now because it's just in the way. I cannot say what you're on about. We can dream, says Kev. However, lad, update us what you're doing. Could be Benson, might not be. You didn't know. But apparently, I'm glad. What's his name? Connor Wilson kept us updated there, like, because obviously I've been talking to you a lot. Benson off to Borough. Well, apparently he might have pulled up in the academy like Michael. I didn't have pink Crocs. Well, I've got blue ones. They're not mine. Well, I've just got 2 pair. Just now and again around the house where I pick blue ones because they're comfortable. I want to get some red and white ones with a Sunderland badge on. Then what you're going to see then? Oh no, I didn't even want to tell you, right? But I've got a. I don't know why it's just. Oh, it's because he deleted it. Amad Diallo is at the Sol ahead of his low move to Sunderland. That was at 10 to 9. 3 minutes to 9 apparently. That tweet got deleted though. So, yeah. I don't think you're telling the truth. Oh, someone's tagged us in it now. I have to reply to them. Someone's tagged us in it. Apparently, it's full of shit anyway. You know what I mean? Tell us. I just did. 2. I reckon 2. If personally, right? I know it's quiet now, but it always is. It always is the case with us. It's always late minutes, or it'll run till past. Regarding Styles, I think Styles will happen, and I think I didn't want to just say that though because I want a defensive midfielder, and I didn't think Styles is a defensive midfielder, and if I bring him in and say he is, I'll be sick as a twat because there's no way he's a defensive midfielder. He's 5'6", you know what I mean? Who's he going to defend against? Smaller than me by a lot. Wolves to Sunderland is a bit of a drive, like. Yes, but is the loans, Anth? Is the loans till 12 o'clock? Or am I just wishful thinking? Now, anything can happen at full time. Well, let's say it's 10 o'clock, so 2 hours. No chance. There's not a chance. Don't believe anything. Amadi's on the bench. I know he is, mate. I said this earlier. I knew when he liked the tweet what Fabrizio Romano put on regarding that he's stopping at Man United. He liked that tweet himself, so not a chance he's coming. Not a chance. Right. Back on this. Carry on. How are you, man? I need updates. What the fuck? Yeah, there's no happening now at the minute. You'll have to let us know in the chat, people who's dropping on different things, because I just want to obviously keep talking to you. Lot loans can happen anytime. But I've with that's a permanent. That was a permanent. Now, if we get Benson in, have we used our loans? Have up to, from the start of the season till now? Have we used all of our loans or not? That's the thing you can let us know. Victoria, where's Steve? Skiving as per usual. Nah, he was meant to do a video on Sunday, but he was hanging out of his back end because he went to the town like a little bairn, which he's not young anymore. He was hanging out of his arse and he couldn't do it. He was apologetic. Then he had a really busy day on Monday. I couldn't do it on Tuesday. And I don't know what happened Wednesday. I couldn't do it on a Wednesday either, so we both got together today. And then I picked up the slack the rest of the days. You could have 5 loans. How many we had though? That's what I was saying, like how many we had. Quarter past not 10. Reggie, I'm on Sky Sports. Get a shout me channel out, Reggie, will you there, will ya? I need these subscribers up, lad. Go away. Any chance we get Benson in Football Insider, like the story? I know, mate, I know. There was a lad who put something on, right? He went, listen, didn't think that just because it's the Football Insider that it's not true, because this is the things they have got right. And it was just a list of load of Sunderland news over the past couple of seasons that they got right, so I wouldn't discredit them fully, but they're not Fabrizio Romano, you know what I mean? Aye, he is, mate. With the option to buy, was it an option to buy or something like that? For 2 million? It was, wasn't it? I'm going to double check it. I'm going to have to double check it because it'll do me in, I'll find out myself. But I'm sure it was. Cheers, Reggie, lad. How are you on Sky, like? Someone says that player with a Reg played Ben as Ben Johnny. Remember him? Telly Benayoum. Jesus God, you're just showing our age now, am I? Who was that? Mason Holgate signed for Sheffield United. God, there's something better happening like at that Academy of Light. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was checking. Patient. Oh, fucking hell, I'm on the wrong thing. Patience with us a second. You might acting up. It's because I'm on my phone. 2 seconds. It's kind of tricky. Is this? Oh no, D. No, nah. I thought Yelda is signed on a 4.5-year deal, mate. Aye, Stevens just confirmed it there. Is my mic alright now and I've turned the phone off? There might be a bit of interference. Nicholas Bentner return. That's another one with BEN. Lord Bentner. You would think so, Ian. You would think so. OBS. I didn't know how to do it, mate. And Mike, what? I haven't got a clue with technology, mate. That's how there's only me on here and I haven't got other people on. See, I noticed that though. Yours didn't. I haven't got a clue how to do that, mate. Filters. Oh, I might want to try. Is it still got interference like? Or is it alright now? Oh, it's Sunderland, man. I'm just waiting for that tweet. I'll put my phone to the side there so I can see if it flashes. Then if it flashes, I'll get straight on it. Right, I'm ending this poll. What do people pick? I forgot the end of the ages ago, to be honest. Yeah, that's ended. What did you come for? 137 done it. Striker. Everybody's desperate for a striker then. There you go, I'm back on. Quickly check that. These, if everybody hit the thumbs up on the stream and subscribe if you're brand spanking new to the channel. We're on our way to 10k by the end of the season. Do you reckon we can do it? Well, the way years have been gone in the past couple of videos, I reckon we'll easy do it. Everything's fine. Nice one. What? Sorted. Right. See, Coffee Goblin, I would normally do that one, that poll there, striker or Ahmad, but there's no point because Ahmad is in the Man United team and there isn't a chance we're getting him. They're playing Wolves tonight, so unless they've got a teleportation device, you've got no chance we're getting them. Like, Stephen says that about Paul Mullen. I didn't think we'd be able to afford him. Didn't think we'd be able to afford anybody at the minute. They couldn't even afford me over there. The way things again. Just realised my son is watching your YouTube, logged in with the account, leaving comments. What's he called? Noah Tyndall. No Tyndall, pack it in or you'll be getting a Pokemon, you'll be grounded for a month. Also, he's been commenting on you and him. Whoa, I've gone really bright. Embo back as well, I guessing he's injured. Guessing who's injured? I thought he was on his way back, wasn't he? Has he picked up a knock? Not what I've seen, like. Not what I've seen, but hopefully we can get this signing in through the door. This one who's apparently at the Callum Light. I hope something happens here because I can't even sit here all night and nothing out happening. Anything can happen. Aye, anything can happen, like me, but we'll anyway, we'll talk about the Berra game. Like I said, me and Stephen done a match preview. It's on the channel now if you want to watch it after here. We will be doing a live stream of the game, and I'm telling you now, if you didn't like swearing, I guess I'm going to say you're probably best off not watching it because we will be going mad. But we'll be swearing with joy as well. You would have thought so, Tom. Oh. I will have, but you know, they've got a lot of players to come back as well. There could be a dark horse hole this season because they've got any amounts of players to come back from injury, and they've added Giles who had an amazing season at Middlesbrough. He had the most assists in the Championship last season, didn't he? So he's a really good addition. Obviously he tried it in the Premier League and he just couldn't cut it with Luton, and he's come back down to the Championship. See how he performs. we have a player on loan at the moment. Yes, we do. Whoa, wait. Do we try this? Right, back on the Berry game. I was talking about that when I was sidetracked there by people commenting. The Berry game. I still think it's going to be a hard game. We've had the worst. We've got one of the worst records at their place. It's terrible. We haven't had the best luck going to the Riverside. So hopefully things can turn around. It'll be massive for Bale if we can get any result down there for him. Like, obviously, regarding Bale, nobody wanted him. And I didn't care when people's comment on the video me and Stephen done regarding the club need to act, and Stephen was having a massive rant regarding him. Not one person was commenting on there saying, give him time, this, that and the other. One win against Stoke, and there's been a few comments coming on saying, you're going to eat humble pie. Listen, I'll happily eat a massive slice of humble pie if it meant us getting the top 6 next season under Bale. Why would I not? And some absolute bell end on Twitter commented and went, 3-1, I bet you gutted. And I says, why? Why would I be gutted? And the person didn't even reply, the little so-and-so. Yeah, there's nothing I'd like more for us to succeed under Bale, because inevitably that means us getting into the Premier League, and that's all we want. Doesn't matter who's in charge, all the players, as long as we're in the Premier League. That would be one of my priorities. If we get up there, are we ready for the Premier League? That's a story. That's an argument for a different story, different time. But probably not. But I don't care. There's never a good time to go up. The amount of money we'd make gone up and come, even if we went back down the next season with parachute payments, is unbelievable. Look what's happening with Leicester. Leicester's flying. Leeds are flying. Southampton's doing really well now since the defeat against us. So there's never a right time. But regarding Bale, one win against a very poor Stoke side. I haven't turned just yet. I'm not screaming him out. I can't be bothered to, I've said my piece. Well, at this minute, still stand by it, really. I'm not, I just want things to turn around for him. That was hopefully the start of his career at Sunderland. Was in a season, clubs gone on and dips in forms. Throughout the season, you'll go on a dip in form. Hopefully that was Bale's dip in form at the very start of his career at Sunderland. Now, hopefully after the way we played against Stoke was much better, much better, and hopefully they can do that against Middlesbrough, and he can get his second win in a row. Why would we not want that? Of course we would want that. Everybody would want that. It's just at the time, the football we were playing, it was dire, absolute dire. And anyway, Middlesbrough's going to be a hard game. Of course it is. Especially when we play them away. We've never had any luck down that end. Down the Riverside. Down North Yorkshire. It was Jacob. I do like to see Ekwa get further forward. To be honest, I prefer Dan Neil to sit back. If we had to pick one of the two to sit back, I would prefer Dan Neil just to drop off a little when Ekwa was getting forward. But you do see the best out of Ekwa getting forward. Look at his 2 goals against Southampton, man. He got a goal against Stoke the other night and all. I was buzzing for him. Absolutely, I like Ekwa. I do. I was buzzing for him when he scored against Stoke as well. So hopefully his bad dip in form correlated with Bale coming in, and now the bad form's behind us, and we can just look forward and look up the league. Hopefully, it's going to be a hard push. Like from now to the end of the season. Obviously, we need bodies through the door as well. It's still quiet on all fronts. Apparently, it's busy down the Academy Light, but we'll just have to see. We'll have to wait, see what happens this window, And hopefully we can get the striker scoring again. I read you with saying that. Aye, well, Middlesbrough's form, it's not the best, like, in the league especially. Well, they had that good win against Chelsea at the Riverside. Then the next game they drew in the league 1-1 against Rotherham. Probably should have won that game looking at it, like, but in anyway, then they went back to play Chelsea and got battered 6-1, or was it 6-2? But they got battered. And then in the league before the Rotherham game, it was like win, loss, win, loss, win. So they're a bit inconsistent in the league at the minute. But, you know, everybody is at the minute, apart from Leicester. The majority of teams are a bit inconsistent at the minute in the league. From what, say a 6th? Maybe 5th, all the way down to like 13th. You know, it's a tight league again. It was last season, if you remember. It was last season. I remember Jesse Lindegaard is close to signing for FC Seoul in South Korea. What the fuck? South Korea, man. Does mean nothing in that, like. Surely somebody somewhere would have offered him a club, even in the low league, like the lower the championship. Somebody in the championship would have, but if he's wanting daft wages, that's probably why he's went there. Now, surely there was a club in Saudi Arabia would have come in for him. But he's gone to South Korea. FC Seoul. Mad him, like. David says, I bet Amad Diallo doesn't even come on for Man U. Listen, he wants to stay there. The lad wants to stay there. And also, Ten Hag wants him there. If he's going to get game time, that's a different question. Callum, Malcolm's just commented on our match preview video and said it's never a derby. I bet he doesn't even know we're live. I bet he doesn't even know. Sunderland staying in the championship. I can't say he's going up. Yeah, I can't be honest. To be honest, mate, at this precise moment in time, I hope I'm wrong, but I just can't say it's going up at the minute. Like, definitely cannot. Teams around us are strengthening in this window. We brought 2 players in, but the 2 players, you know, you've got to gam on experience. You've got to gam on have they played in the league, and you know the answer is no. So I know Leo Yelder has played in the Scottish leagues, Ross County. Where else did he gone? Oh shit! Was it? I didn't want to say Celtic. I'm sure it was Celtic, but he's played in Scotland. So, and I know before anyone says anything, I know Muddle has played, you know, for Spurs in the under-21s and Standard Liège, which, regardless if you're ready, it doesn't matter your age. If you're ready, you're ready. I know some players are different. Some players need a bit of a longer time to bed in, to adapt to certain styles of play, to the league basically. But others can just hit the ground running. They just take to it. But that is a very rare occasion. You only picked do that. Hey! I'm sure, right, there's a video on Twitter. Bellingham has just tackled Greenwood. Jude Bellingham has just tackled Greenwood and muttered rapist. I swear to God. He really did. Go on Twitter, it's on. Yeah, I'll share it, right? So if you haven't got me on Twitter, go and have a look now. I've reposted it. He did that, like I'm telling you. Yes, Bellingham lad. Not bothered like, is he? No, I cannot. I was saying about them two players, they're not experienced in this league whatsoever, and other clubs in and around us are strengthening with experienced players in this league. So, and Premier League, look at Ipswich with Moore. But we've just got to bide our time and see what happens. We've got to bide our time. Didn't judge the players that we'll bring in straight away if they lack experience or they're young. Just give them time. Let's see how they can perform within 6-7 games, something like that. Then we can judge them, because at the minute we've got now to judge them on, basically. Why haven't we signed any strikers, says Ted? I couldn't tell you, mate. I wouldn't need to, because there's only an hour and 20 minutes to go on. I can't even believe I'm going to be here for that long. It's really mental. Absolutely mental out. We've still no signs of anybody. To be honest, somebody's just said there we're winning side a striker. Stephen, who I do the videos with, he said that he's not particularly bothered that if we didn't sign a striker, because he believes that there's goals in the strikers that we've got. I don't know where he's getting that from, considering that in how many months? All the way to February now, since the start of the season, there's been 2 goals out of 4 of them. But we haven't necessarily played to their strengths, have we? Let's be honest. Last season we had to adapt our style of play to play without strikers, with the injury to Ross Stewart and Ellis Sims. And I think the lads this season have been playing the same way up until like a few games. What games was it? Was it Leeds? Leeds we played a different way, which really worked. We isolated their threats in Daniel James, and also the last game we've just played, Stoke, we played different. It was like there was flashes of the old Sunderland. Like there was some really good movement, some really good passing. I'm gonna have to turn this up because these are going mad on Sky News. Now, so there's no signs of a mad already on Man United. Is he not being brought on yet? Because they're 2-0 up. And our 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline, because if Wolves get the next one, it's back to the wilds for Man U.
Man City full experiences.
Well, not necessarily, Ian, because he said that football's all about money now. Look at Brighton. They went around the type of model what we've got now. I know that say the thing is they had a blend of experience, and that's how it done really well. Look at Dunk, he's about 1 million years old. So I do get where you're coming from, like in a sense. You can do this method, what we're doing, if you've got a blend of experience, but we haven't. Now our most experienced player in our squad is Luke O'Nien. That just tells you everything you need to know. I'm not saying Luke O'Nien's, I'm not even going to get into that, because I could get carried away and get into a bit of a rant. But nonetheless, he's been alright for us the last couple of games. But it's funny with Luke O'Nien, he can have a good game and he can have a really bad game. He can cost us, but he can also have an absolute amazing game at centre back. Well, no, he's not a centre back, and we've all asked if we could see him play in the defensive midfield role, which I think he'd be good. But nah. There's a reason why he hasn't nailed down a spot in the defensive midfield role, and they've decided to put him at centre half. But bringing the ball out the back, he is mint at bringing the ball out the back and further up the pitch. Hi, Stephen. Stephen says that we've played so long without a striker, we don't know how to integrate one. That's what I think it's been our problem. We've played that long without one. We're struggling to change our style of football, or the players they need to come to get to grips with. We can actually feed the striker. Same with the midfielders as well. Rusin, I felt so sorry for him. People were saying he was shit, he was this, that and the other. And then when I'm watching him, I see him making these intelligent runs. I think in one of my videos, it was the game, it was after the whole game, I was talking about it, and I brought a still image up, and it was Dan Neil, and Rusin was making an absolute amazing run. All he had to do is feed him, and he went backwards, or he went sideways. And Rusin had just been so frustrated that he's not getting his service. If you continue making these runs and nobody's passing him the ball, he's going to stop making the runs eventually. And then he's the one who's getting criticised because he hasn't scored. And we need to play to the striker's strengths. And Stephen agrees with us as well. Apparently Matete has joined Oxford on loan. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, if that's the case, we'll definitely need a defensive midfielder in, because we've only got 3 if Matete gans. And 2 of them play. Well, to be honest, I didn't say Dan Neil is a defensive midfielder, to be honest. I prefer him further up the pitch. Out the 2. And Ekwa, we seem to get the best out of Ekwa when he is playing further forward, so fucking hell. Are they pinning all the hopes on Corey Evans? You're right, Liam, he did. He looked good against the Mags as well, and no one fed him. It does mean nothing. But hopefully, gone off the Stoke game, things might have changed. I was surprised to say Rusin, to be honest. Not Rusin, Spurstow. But I was over the moon for him. Oh, that Thornton, who's just signed for Crystal Palace. He's a really good player. He played for Blackburn. Now, how much did they sell him for? Was it 20 million? Now, if you paid 20 million for him, what's Clark worth? At the end of the day, he's in the Championship, playing in the Championship, and he's got his move in January as well. So if we held enough till the summer, and if we're gone up, then I tell you what, Clark's stock rises, especially if he has a good second half of the season. Semedo should have been loaned out, I know. Apparently, Man United still haven't brought him Diallo on. No, he should have come on loan, or he should have tried and pushed the move, but he wants to try and prove his worth at Man United. Luke 09, a professional. To be honest, he is, mate. I've just been watching his live stream because he went live on Instagram with this. I'm gonna see it. It's I don't know what it is. Like, it's not a therapist. It's not like that. But it's something like that. If you know what I mean, it's something like that. But he goes on Instagram live with him. Like, he talks about like your mental health side of things and stuff like that. And I was listening to him on there, and he is an absolute professional, down to everything. He's everything he is, the way he applies himself. He's 100% wants to learn and improve every single game. Every time he's on the training pitch, he's wanting to improve himself all the time, constantly. But what you can never knock him for his effort. What he puts in. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He gives it. He's 100% every time he steps on the pitch. But he's just lacking that little bit of quality. Which is, I'm not having a dig at him say that. You know what I mean? 22 million it was for Thornton. Jesus, so what's Clark worth, eh? I'm seeing that the 2 different players. He's like a defensive midfielder and Clark's a winger. So it's just being silly saying that, really, isn't it? Aye, that was Reid Harvey. He was on with Jack Wilshere. Aye, that's what I was watching. It was a Bishop as well who plays for Sunderland. Alright, Callum, lad, aye. Are you going to Birmingham or not? Because if you're not, I'm gone. See, the things you do as you get older and you're a father. The boy's got priority over me. So if him and his mates meant to be going to Birmingham away, and if his mate can't go, I'm gone. So Are you gone or not?
If you're not, then I'm over the moon.
Because I'll be giving it to Tony Mowbray and Pritchard when I get down there.
I agree with that comment there. All our strikers are similar. We have no one to cross the ball into them at the moment. But we've got players who can cross the ball. They just don't do it.
Penalty to Wolves. Game on then. Oh, he has gone. Jamie Tetty has gone. I'm going to pop it up here. Oh, you bastards. Aye, Jamie Tetty has gone. There's no point in putting it up because I haven't put it. They've just put a picture of him up and on. I just hope the club have got something in the pipelines. I'm going to comment on them anyway. Right, JF. Oh, bollocks. Now I've replied to them. I've replied to... Oh, what's that on here? I've replied to Sunderland on the Jamie Tettier thing. Someone called them selfish bastards. What? Actually, I'm turning that off. I don't like it. Didn't get that, mate. Honestly, I didn't get it. Why was sent Jamie Tetty out? No, he's just... I felt sorry for him. He was getting into the team. Then he got that long-term injury out and he just hasn't looking really. Got loaned out to Plymouth. Played really well. Plymouth wanted him. They were desperate for him. No, they were like what we were like with Amad Diallo. Never fall in love with a loan player, and that's what they were like. They absolutely wanted him to stay. He got man of the match in his first game, and he came on the 54th minute. He got player of the month. You know, he done really well for them, and I thought, oh well, they can kick on now. He's had a proper good loan out, and we just haven't given the lickings of a dog. I feel sorry for him. Like, I think we should have kept him. Now, Ian, yeah, Norway cannot afford him.
I would have preferred
if they were going to send him. Well, obviously they have, but if I had a choice, I would have preferred him to have went to a championship club because it just helps with his development if we're going to be keeping him in the future. I need a snack, says Alexander. Mate, I didn't like your snacks. Apparently pizzas have just been ordered to the Academy of Light. Here we go. Must be a late one again then, eh? It's going to be a late one. I can't believe I'm on here all this time. It's been mental. Absolutely mental. Cheers everybody who's been watching, who's stayed tuned for all this time. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Lisa, what's she saying like? Liam, there's not mate. It's still quiet. Jamie Tetty has gone out on loan. Obviously, Nectar Triantus has gone out to Hibs. Pritchard's obviously gone to Birmingham, and also Bennett has gone to Aries in Greece. What was I doing there? I was going to check something. I want to go to Norwich. You want to go to Norwich away? Can't go to Birmingham. No worries, Callum, son. You can't. I'm going to Birmingham. Breaking news! Big Giles has gone to Birmingham. So it'll be match vlog for Birmingham. Hopefully. Unless his other mate wants to go on, and then I'm back to square one. But hopefully I can go to Birmingham. Last game I went to was Leicester away. Oh, see, it's on a drinking bus, and I'm on a drinking ban. Oh, imagine that. I might have to just donate the 20 quid, like. Liam, he's gone to Oxford United. Dan says he's gone to Birmingham. Should be canny, to be fair. I know. Stephen went the last one. He didn't dig a vlog because he was digging a parade, like with the veterans. He was digging a parade with the veterans, so he didn't do a vlog on out. He couldn't. I think they are, mate. I think they are. I'm sure the club tweeted earlier, says the information regarding Birmingham, and then they put a link in. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Mr. C, and that's why I'm still here to this. What time is it? Well, 10 to 10. The amount, he said there, the amount of players I've mentioned that's gone out, surely that means you're going to have at least one or two in the door. I'm going to Birmingham with me blue ones. Well, our last is blue ones, I might. Just for the vlog, I might, for a laugh. Not, mate. I'm going to be doing a live stream. Me and Stephen's going to be doing a live stream on Sunday, so if you're not busy, drop in on the chat. It should be funny, but please don't be offended by any swearing and vulgar language you will be hearing. Sean says, alright, sausage, who's in Ronaldo, Rashford, or some other big signing? God bless you. No, mate. Nobody. To put things blunt, nobody as of yet. But apparently there's been a Range Rover spotted in the Academy Light with a reg plate Ben. That's all I'm saying. Alright, the TMNY87 Abel. What's your name, mate? Because it'd be much easier if I knew your name. Stephen met you. You give us badges, didn't you? I really appreciate it. I've still got it without. I'll give us a second. Ugh. Yeah, I've still got your badge, yeah. Can't say it, can you? Oh, wait, man, focus, you shit camera. That's what I should get next to new one of them. Still got your badge, mate, and the other one's up there. Right. Everybody quickly look in the chat. The blue writing. Stephen Usher, I don't use vulgar language. Now, two things. One, he's lying. Two, he's at work and he shouldn't be texting. Now, I might screenshot that and send it to his employees. Nah, he's on his break. But mate, there's no happening at the minute. It's quiet. It's just shit at the minute. We're just waiting for announcement. Matetia's gone out on loan, if you didn't know, which you probably will have. Benson's a good player. Mate, we've talked about him loads on this stream tonight. He's a belter player. Like, he scored 11 goals, 3 assists last season in the Championship, and he scored past us in the 4-2 defeat. Josh Turnbull's coming in. Smoggy's 1, Pussycats 4. Pussycats 4. Hey. I'm on my break. Aye, why aye? Why aye? He's on his break, he reckons. Not a chance. Speakman's asleep. I think, well, do you know what? I took a picture with Speakman because, you know, I know all of them at the club. I was sitting amongst them all. There was Speakman, Dodds, Kevin Phillips, Tony Mowbray, and I got a picture with Speakman with him. And he looked as if he's just had, how do I say this without offending anyone? He looked like he had a joint, put it that way. A big, massive joint. So maybe he's just had a couple of joints and he's went for half an hour's sleep. He looked baked, he did. Absolutely baked. I don't condone anything like that whatsoever. And I'm not saying Speakman likes the ganj, but you never know.
What? I think Spickman fell asleep. Everybody leaving, nobody coming in, says somebody. How do you know, mate? Saying Benson and Styles having Caspers, says Ben. We're getting Benson, says Ollie. Kev says, I hope you're alright, Steve.
I don't. Hope he's been run ragged in the Japanese concentration camp that is Nissan.
I see him down Hendon picking up bags all the time. Who? Stephen.
Probably. No, me granny used to, was going down Hendon Beach and collect the stones off the beach, even though you're not allowed, and she used to put them in her garden. Now the white circle ones, so look nice when we're little. He is Thomas. Steve's wearing the pink Crocs, not me. Right, back to the more important issues at hand. Sunderland still not signed anybody.
Obviously we know about him going out. Ahmad No getting played at Wolves.
No way, he didn't. Has he not even got any minutes again? And he's literally wasted it at there. Past the two, past the Dutchie to the left hand side. Here's Alexander.
Hey, Alex. Blinds pulled down at the academy. No scopes for us. So they've went and another blacked out van has pulled into the Academy Light. Another blacked out van has pulled into the Academy Light. This was how long ago? Where's it going? Lucas, I'm going to follow Lucas because he follows me, and that's a bit rude of us not to follow him back. He has just put it up and says that there's another car pulled into the Academy Light. So that's two in now. There's a Range Rover and one of them blacked out little, they look like little vans, pulled into the Academy Light. So there's a bit more of an update for everybody. Right, what are we on? We are on 9,317. We've given 17 subscribers off this live stream, so I appreciate it, every single one of you. See if we can keep going. See if we can get that out. See if we can get that out of the 20 mark. Flying at the minute. Well, we have been for the past week or so. I've been really surprised. Mbappe with a bit of luck.
What's your name, mate? What's your proper name? I've just said I've kept your badge. Look. I'm sure it was you who gave us these, or was it Tosh Turnbull? No, what you give Stephen? Did you meet Stephen in the stadium and you give him these, or was that Tosh Turnbull? Might have been somebody else.
Might just have been somebody else.
Might have been somebody else, I think it will have been. Right, back onto the chat. Andrew's dropped in, says when Robert's expected back. Well, it was the end of January, wasn't it? So, hopefully, didn't play till Sunday. Maybe he'd get back on the bench, because it would be very harsh to drop Bar. Because I think Bar's been outstanding the past two games, especially under Bale. Got to give Bale credit where credit's due. He's got the best out of Bar, and I'm with a moon for him. Like he was outstanding against Stoke. It was his ball over the top to Clark, who then fed in Bar, who scored from it. It was his header down who assisted Burstow, and I'm sure was it him who passed the ball to Ekwa for Ekwa to score. So 2 assists and a goal, and he didn't even get Team of the Week. I seen somebody raging about that and I just laughed. I didn't play FIFA at all. Apparently Mienda might be and out again. Another loan. To be honest, Michael, I would be happy if Mienda went out on loan, because he's not getting any game time. He's only getting played in the under-21s, and it'll be good for his development along with Nectar and Bennett. So, and Matete, if Matete is going to come back, but I can't see it happening. At the end of the season, I say us selling Matete, because he's not getting a look in, like.
What we got? Am I the only one who saw that? What? Oh, well, why say that? I fucking hate when people do that. Right, I'm going to have to tweet because it's doing me eating. Hamia out on loan could be a good one. That will be another good one for his development. Luke, apparently Benson stays at Burnley. Where are you hearing that, mate? Sean, fuck off. I haven't seen enough of Meander in the first team yet. I would have liked to seen more of him, especially in the Championship, not in the under-21s. I would love to, because he's physical, he's got a lot of pace. It would have been alright, but we didn't get to see enough of him. Will Griggs arrived at the Academy of Light. Oh, God, what a terrible part of our history that was. Benson is staying at Burnley. I know, but how do you know? How do you know, mate? According to Nixon. Right, I get it now, I get it. No striker in tonight. Fucking hell, that'd be mental. If another season goes by without another striker, regardless, we needed one in. Aye, Robert, we know, mate, Robert. We've seen it. There's been another van pulled in recently as well, like a transit van. So hopefully this is meaning something. And that would start tweeting, "Welcome to Sunderland," because at the minute there's just literally nothing to talk about. Dan, Joe Anderson. Anyone know how Joe Anderson's doing at Shrewsbury? When they were playing in the FA Cup, he was playing in that game. Who was it against? Was it Wrexham? That might have been in the league, but it was on the telly. It was on the normal telly, and he was playing. He's playing all the time. But to be honest, I didn't know 100% how he's getting on. I just know he's getting plenty of minutes. Benson, if you want to see him, Benson saying that, but he must have just tweeted. Ahmad's still on the bench. Fuck, disgrace that, He's finished at 11, Stephen. I don't know if he's gone straight home or coming here. I don't know. It's Lucas. I'll tell you his name. Go and have a look on his Twitter. His name is Lucas. Where's it gone? Everybody share it because he's down the academy. He's the lad. He's only a young'un. He's called Lucas Rooney. Just search him. He's got like Pritchard sliding on his knees and now our blue away strip. That's what's happening. If you want to see any, he's staying at Burnley, so it's not him. I tell you what, I've got a funny feeling it's only going to be Styles. What time he's staying live till? I'm not sure yet, mate, because if it's Del Zidoniel, I'll probably just drop off. But see what happens. There's still plenty of time. Try to keep everyone updated with what's going on socials. Nah, they won't say it now. It's just quiet. I can't be arsed with the silence. Right. Just Callum Styles, it seems. I've just literally said that, haven't I? Somebody's just mentioned it. Aye, someone's tagged us in it. Fuck's sake. But I have just literally mentioned that about I only think it's Styles coming in, and then somebody's just tweeted out there like SCFC Republic, who they get quite a bit of information. They've tweeted out and saying that he's apparently it's only going to be Callum Styles coming in. Wow, that's a bad wind of that if that happens. I'm not saying the players are bad. I'm saying we needed a lot more bodies in the door, especially a experienced defensive midfielder and a striker. And to be only getting a midfielder.
Stephen, man, he's thick as out. Mate, it is a fake account. The Spirit of 73 closed their account down because they're not digging anymore, and somebody made a fake one and they just tapped their water out with everything. Bit funny, like, but that's not true. I thought I was the gullible one. What the hell, Stephen? Fucking hell. Hey. Looks like just Callum Styles. Aye, Liam, I said that literally about 5 minutes ago. That's what it looks like to me and all. Oh, that'll be so disappointment if that happens. Right, give us a second. I'll tweet this, right, and I guarantee you now the club will tweet within 5 minutes of me saying that. Can't believe they haven't even loaned him out and they've sat him on the bench again. When are they going to play him? Like, what, when they're 5-6-0 up in games, which is going to be never. Right, Stephen sent a voice note. I'll have to listen to it quiet because I know exactly what he's like.
I didn't think it would be. One of my mates sent us it, so I thought, well, I'm at work, so I kind of delved deeper into it. So I thought I'd send you it, mate.
He says one of his mates sent it, but he's at work and he couldn't really look right into it. But he didn't believe it either. Right, back on the chat. I haven't spoken to anyone for a while. Apologies. Michael is saying, I'm telling you, it's set up for Sunderland to tweet to the end of the window in style. Oh, mate, if the admin D. Do you know what? Listen, I know no one cares how a player gets announced. But sometimes when I watch other clubs announce a player and they make this class montage, Burnley's really good at digging it. And then ours is just literally the player looking at the camera and I'm like, fuck man, is that it? You know what I mean? But that's just me being a whingy, picky idiot, really. Oh my god. Just do something, will yous? Last January needed a striker with Stewart injured and Sims. Mate, we've needed one for quite a while. Like, quite a few seasons we've needed a striker, but there's literally nothing coming in. Nothing whatsoever. Logan, to be honest, I think it's a bit below average. To be honest, I think it's quite a poor window considering the amount of players that's gone out. The players that we've brought in, it's quite a poor window up to now, because we've let 4 players leave and brought only 2 in. One of them was a first teamer, like first name on the team sheet, experienced player who can make things happen, and the 2 are unknown really in the English football league. They've played under 21s. Leo Yelder has played in the Scottish leagues, so it's a bit of a gamble with these 2. Obviously, any player's a gamble, let's be honest. But look at Twitter now. Oh, why? Oh, dare I say, I've tweeted the silence is deafening, and then I've been tagged in something. Oh no, mate! I've been tagged in off a few people. Benson Steen. Benson is Steen. Now you're gone from Adelaide to Birmingham. Now, from Adelaide to Birmingham, and it's Aston Villa. Aston Villa is just doing like a montage of a player, and it looks really good the way they've announced it. I'm just being pedantic and a twat. Benson staying at Birmingham, I know. We need experience, I know. Does anyone know why Sheesh wasn't on the bench last game? That's a fair point, because with Pritchard now leaving, does that mean we're going to see more of Sheesh? I rate Sheesh. I think he's a good player. He dropped down to League One at the age he is at. Obviously, he's wanting to revive his career and kick on, and there was a lot of noise regarding Sheesh, and he does look a good player. He's obviously raw. We're big and young.
you know, he hasn't got any experience in this league, so it'd be nice to see how she's 3-3. What? United's 3-3. Wow. It is. Didn't I tell you, if Wolves got that next goal, it'll be back to the walls for Man United? And it literally has been. Neto's just scored, and funnily somebody said Neto to Sunderland. That says we're good for him in a million month of Sunders. But it just goes to show you, I says 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline, and whoever gets the next goal, it's you know, if Wolves get the next goal, they're going to go on to get something out of this game. If United do, it kills the game. And no, 3-3. Do you want another one? Are you still up? That's the one. Are you still awake? Jack Collins still keeping. Whoa, where's it gone? I'm still keeping my theories. Ronaldo to Sunderland. We definitely couldn't afford him. We couldn't afford his left toenail, man. Never mind his full bean. Goldbridge will lose the plot. Yeah, he will, mate. Probably, I think Goldbridge, I think he's alright, mate. He wanted us to win against the Mags. He also wanted us to have Managerial on loan, and he says it's really good for the lads' development. Fuck off, is it 4-3? Well, I'm watching the screen. I cannot say it. I'm watching it as it's on now. I wouldn't be surprised. Callum Styles, that's the one. I'm happy about Styles coming, I am, but I still want a defensive midfielder and a striker. Unless it's been a kind of disappointing window for me, like, to be honest. There's 4-3, it is. Fucking hell. 4-3, no chance. It doesn't. Just show the game, will you, man, you titties. Who scored? Four frame Man United. No way. So they should have killed the game off. They were 2-0 up. Knobheads. They should have. They should have fucking give us on Diallo. Terrible that, like. I had to open my mouth. Still time for them to equalise. You never know. You never know. I hope they do, mate. I really do. Now, listen. Surely Diallo was pissed off that he's not getting any game time. Literally not 1 minute. Especially against Newport County. Now, if Ten Hag's telling Ahmad, oh, you're going to get game time, you're going to get minutes, then where? If you're not going to play against Newport County, you're not going to come on against Wolves away when you were 2-0 up in anyway at one point. Nah. He's just going to be a wasted person at that club. Four 3 to Man U. Smith beat Littler. Oh, he's lost twice now, hasn't he? He lost against Van Gerwen. He's only a bear, isn't he? He's outstanding for his age. He's outstanding anyway. Never mind his age. We'll be Ahmad in the summer. Nah. Mate, to be honest, I think Ahmad wants to stop at United. I really do think he does. I think that's why he wants to be. That was a funny celebration by that. Was it Motherwell player? Or it might have been him, actually. Whack him out on for the last 30 seconds there. I swear to God, he should tell Taggart to piss off if he does that. Oh, this chair's squeaking like mad. Right, back on Twitter, see if there's any updates. Any updates? Oh, wait, man. Nah, it's just Sunderland gone absolutely mental regarding Amad Diallo. We've gone absolutely mental about him. Oh, I forgot to mention. I didn't really like to mention it because it's a bit... I don't know. I think I'm a bit too old for it, but we are on TikTok, believe it or not. Yes. Sometimes I go live on there. 4-4, not a chance. Didn't believe you. And it's my name is Gilesy73. What's that all about there, like? You can't sell your tickets for Everton. The fuck? Oh. Somebody else kicking off. 4-4. Anyway, don't believe you. Want last side on the telly. Styles is done, you reckon? How do you know? Flat window, up to now it has been, mate. It's been another shit one. Remember when me and Stephen done this? We'd done the live stream sit down. We sat down about 1 o'clock in the morning waiting for something to happen. No, it happened. And it's similar to that window because since I've sat here, there's been outgoings and no incomings. I'm checking because I don't believe you, and I didn't want to be nasty and see he's a lying. I knew he's a lying. Bullshitters. Man U's up to 7th now in the league. Jesus. Look where Chelsea are and all. I think they're 10th. Yeah, if come the summer, I think Diallo could easily get a move for a Premier League club like. One 9,322 subscribers. Cheers to everybody who's subscribed. See if we can get it to the 30 by the end of the stream. Whenever that might be. God knows when it'll be actually. Somebody said, Paddy Power tweeted, thoughts and prayers go out to people who don't like football. I know, that's all, especially times like this in the transfer window. Carlsberg don't do windows and neither does Sunderland. You're right. Recently we haven't like. Come on, man. Yeah. That's all, folks. Aye, well, Burnley have tied things up. I think. Well, Burnley says that's all, folks. So Burnley is done for the night. That's their club tweeted that. Can't believe that Mike Smith beat thingy like. Should have just let him win. He's on your ban. Nah, now it's gone quiet again. Finished 3-4. I knew as soon as I opened my mouth saying 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. United to score. I agree with Max Power. What's Max Power saying like? Max Power. Right, like I was saying, regarding the striker situation, it doesn't look like we're getting a striker through the door or a defensive midfielder. Now it's happening at the minute. It's silent at the club. I think Styles, in my opinion, will be the only one that comes in. 40 minutes, 42 minutes. What? What's 42 minutes? What's everyone doing? Oh, the answering Liam's question, how long is left in the window. I was thinking, fucking hell, what are you talking about? You silly bastards. 42 minutes. That was me Scottish accent. It didn't sound nothing like one. Mother. Altidore signed. Aye. We've got 4 Altidores at the minute and we'll pray for them all to score like we used to with Altidore. Barini coming back. Jesus, he's just taking a piss now. He was at the Newcastle game, wasn't he? I knew I should have put it on the thingy on the telly while I was watching. Oh, this shirt you mean? Oh, right. I didn't get what you meant there. Well, I wore this shirt because it brought me luck and Sunderland. Well, I'm saying Sunderland. It brought us luck in the last transfer window when I done it because I done it by myself with this top on, and it went really well. It went alright tonight. It wasn't. There was nowhere near the amount of people who was in the last one, but that's because nobody else was doing this live stream. Now everybody else is doing the live stream.
So it is what it is. I'm still happy with this. It's been canny, been quite a few people in. I hope you all come for the live stream on Sunday, because I tell you what, it's much more entertaining than this one. Oh, people who watch us know what it's like. If you've got young'uns and you didn't like them hear swear words, put your earphones in, or send them in their room, send them to bed, whatever. Well, I'm saying bed, it's 12 o'clock kick-off, isn't it? Aye, it's a 12 o'clock kick-off, man. But people who have just dropped in, I might be going to Birmingham. Might. The boys' mates dropped out, buzzing, because priorities, the band comes first, so I've got to be put on the back burner. We're going to away games, and hopefully I can and I'll be doing a vlog. The last one I done was Leicester City, where we lost 1-0, but we should have had a penalty through Dan Neil getting fouled, and we didn't get a given. One thing I'd love to see though, Birmingham fans in the stadium were silent. They were definitely silent. It was for a club that's had so much success recently, and for a club, well, I've seen recently the past couple of years, and for a club that at top of the league, they were embarrassingly quiet. When we were in the corner, and if you look off to your left in the far corner, that about 20 people were a drum, and that was it. And they were quiet. Even when they scored, obviously you get the initial scream, and then after that they were quiet again. They were quite embarrassing, like, to be honest. Down where? Caravani Chris. Apologies if I butchered Chris. Alright, Chris lad. For people watching down, I'm assuming you said cheers. Alright, everybody in cheers and all. Oh, fail shit now. Thoughts on Gary McAllister saying Bale is a good coach. Best good anyone he's seen. Well, it's funny that's what Mickey, regarding Gary McAllister saying that, Speakman said in the 2 days that he's seen Michael Bale on the training pitch that it's the best work he's seen. Now I don't know how we can come up with that judgment within 2 days, but he did. So what he's doing behind the scenes must be impressing people. Like he's got quite a lot of work to do to impress the rest of us. So just as yet, because remember, not one person what I seen or comments wanted him. I think the odd one or two were saying give him time, which he did have time, but I hope I can eat what you call it, the word is humble pie at the end of the season, and he's done really well, because then we're in the top 6, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just going to hold judgment for now. Just get behind the lads, the new ones who's coming in, and just see where it attacks us, you know what I mean? Oh, it should be good crack, Sean. You know it always is. You're always in the chat there. The only thing is we're not on the drink on this stream. We're being really early, you know what I mean? I know that didn't stop us on the derby, like. Probably it's a good thing though that it's early, you know what I mean? But I'm not drinking anymore. I'm banned. Like, for people who didn't know, this man donated 20 quid to a homeless charity. I thought it was like a bit of a joke, really. And he said, Temple Peck on Twitter, he said, how long for you to not drink? And I went, I'm not drinking anymore, mate. And he went, why, I wait till next week. I went, no, I'm telling you, I'm not. And he went, all right, then how long? And I went, 6 months, because that's when I got on holiday. And he went, all right then. And then he sent us a screenshot, and he donated straight away, so I couldn't back out of it. So that's the thing now. That's what I'm doing for the 6 month. I haven't drank since the derby, and that's quite a long time for me. So all right, there you are. Gary says we've given him no time at all. I think well, no one wanted him in the first place. Let's be honest. We wanted Will still. He was supposed to be coming in, wasn't he? And we were all, you know, it was a bit of a gamble with Will still. But we were up for that gamble because of how well he's done in his career up to now. Now, when Bale came in, nobody wanted him. His career wasn't, like, on record, isn't the best. He had a good 8 games for QPR. He done a poor job at Rangers, so we didn't really want him. Now, when he's coming at Sunderland, the football dropped off a cliff, and didn't let anybody tell you that it didn't, because it did. And we all witnessed it. Now, other than the Stoke game, I can't really think of anyone where we looked alright. Try to think. But regardless, were we too hasty? Only time will tell. Come ask us the same thing at the end of the season. But gone off the Stoke game, the way we've changed the style of football, how we play in the game, I'm more optimistic if we play like that against Middlesbrough. Say what happens with Middlesbrough, bud. I agree. He's here. It's simple as that. There's nothing we can do about it. They're not going to get rid of him. They're not going to get anyone we want in. They never dig anyway. They didn't just look gone, to the fans, who should we get in? It's up the years lot. No, they didn't dig it like that. You've got to trust in what they're digging is the right thing. Oh, who's this? That's one of them black transfer vans, but I don't think that's Sunderland. Same old shit every window. Right, that's the way it's been. Silent till the last minute. Last window, we had a few players in by now. If you remember, I think we signed Ekwar on the 23rd of January. Was it the 23rd? It was, I'm sure it was. So, we done a kind of big business last season. I think last window, I think we brought in 4 or 5 players, didn't we? We got Nectar Triantis early as well. I remember that. So we did bring quite a few players in. Was it in? Was Nectar in January? But we did make a few signings in January. But this window, but we didn't bring any experience in whatsoever. We haven't done for quite a while. I just really do hope we're bringing a defensive midfielder and a striker. I really do. I can't see it happening. But listen, if you're going to get rid of Pritchard, was apparently £100,000 what we got for Pritchard, and it's not just that. The money that we were going to pay him in wages was, I think it was reported, 350,000 from now to the end of the season. I'm not 100% on that, so didn't hold us to it. But that's 450,000 what we've saved just there, and now we've let out Nectar gone out, Bennett and Giamattetti. So that's released a lot more money. Now you're telling me we're kind of bringing more than 2 players in. I know Mundell was 2 million and a 4-year contract. Leo Yelda was a 4-year contract. So they've spent money there on wages and obviously buying the 2 players. No, he was the summer. I wasn't too sure we'd try on this. Wasn't too sure. But I know what you call he was. Ekwar. Get the tunes on. Not one person in this chat will like my music. Simple as that. I know. When you say it like that, it was the club weren't willing to offer him a 2-year deal, obviously because it doesn't fit the model at all, and they didn't want to keep him for 2 years. They didn't see him as part of the plans for 2 years, and they weren't willing to give him a 2-year deal. Birmingham were, so he went. But it's the way he went for me. He didn't have to down tools. Should have at least done the Stoke game. But then again, he might not want to get injured, and he might not want to, anything to get in the way of his move to Birmingham. Secure his family's future, as he put it. I guarantee Nectar gets minutes because of the manager. He used to manage him at the East Coast Mariners, didn't he? So there's no question about it. He'll be getting minutes up there. I listened to Rave from 2000 to 2008. Precise time. Because that's when I used to dive around in the monkey.
But I like Riv. McKenna, mainly. Thomas, I'm not that inclined, mate. There you go. You were right, Michael. Michael, you were right. Sunderland have just announced the signing of Callum Styles, and they've done it with arriving in style. Oh my God, they're so predictable, aren't they? They're so predictable. Took your time. They did. They took your time. But nonetheless, a body in the door is better than no one. And Styles is now a Sunderland player. I just hope it's not the last one. I'm going to comment. Fuck it. They're not going to answer like, but you never know. I'll put any more like. Right then, Harry, say that's because he is saying that earlier. You get me saying it. Callum Styles. He can play all over the not end. He's played the majority of his time on the left wing. Attacking midfielder, defensive midfielder, left back, right midfielder. He can play all over the place. He's played 104 times in the Championship, so didn't let nobody tell you he's not experienced in the Championship, because he is. He's an experienced Championship player. He played... I see, I tell you, you got it right, Michael. I want KP sauce. I hate it when... You know what? I hate it when other people... do you know what? You watch other people on YouTube and they go, oh, my sauce says this. I'm like, wow, you haven't even got a sauce. There's a lad on Twitter who messages me, and he tells us about the shirts, and months before they get released, he shows us, and he's been bang on every time. And I guarantee you that's the sauce they talk about. I'm like, you haven't got fucking sauce, man, you clowns. Fuck's sake. Literally, somebody said Triantus. I'm literally friends with Triantus, so there's my sauce. I remember I put on Twitter, I went, hey, someone was talking about Triantus, and I went, oh, I'll ask him tomorrow. And people would just say, people thought I was daft. And then the very next day, I put a picture on with him. And I was talking to him for about 45 minutes. His sound is out. I'm gutted that he's went on loan in the week, because I would have liked him. We've got game time. But he's a sound lad. Now, can everybody do us a favour who's watching, because the views have went up? Subscribe to the channel. We're on the way to 10k. And also, hit the thumbs up on this stream. Nice one. Apparently, there's meant to be one more. Well, Tomo, mate, Callum plays in a variety of positions. He's only 5'6". When I done my video regarding this player, I did say it looks like it's Pritchard's replacement. Now, they might have known about Pritchard for a bit, and they thought the best off getting a replacement in, and Styles fits that bill. He plays in attacking midfielder. What's this? The club's treated. Hungary international. Jesus Christ. He plays in a variety of positions. I just keep looking because the club are going mental at the minute. He plays in a variety of positions. For me, he's played the majority of his time on the left wing. I've just said it, but he can play all over the pitch. I didn't think he's played centre half though, or right back. Actually, I'll tell you, because I've got a thing what I wrote down on my phone. I would say it. The lad has played defensive midfielder, centre midfielder, attacking midfielder. He's played at striker, believe it or not. Right wing, left mid, right mid, and also left back. So he's a proper versatile player. He's kind of physical for a little lad. He's 5'6", like I said. Barnsley supporters have said he is a good player, but they say that through gritted teeth, because he's rubbed them up the wrong way. Basically, when he's been gone out on loan, they've loaned him out. He's a good player, but his attitude isn't the best.
It just seems as if he didn't want to play for them. He wanted to be away, basically. And now he's got his move, and he's one of the lads. He's a Mackham now for a bit.
Well, he's adopted Macklin anyway.
Loan to buy. Is that what it is? Aye. Well, it's meant to be like an obligation or something, isn't it? Or something like that, a loan to buy. Oh, we had, man. Day of the business. Drop another one. But say we'll not hear from the club for about another half an hour now, because they'll put on. I'm saying this because I've been clamped up quite a few times tonight. I've been shut up. Hopefully, the gone and like D's little, you know, when the day videos regarding the player, the club will tweet quite a few times now they've announced this player. You'll get Avey's first words about Sunderland. You'll probably see how are the lads in a video, stuff like that. See us all Sunday. We'll get quite a few tweets regarding that in the next 10-15 minutes. So hopefully that leaves enough time to get another announcement done. Let's see what happens, eh? What do you just reckon?
Yes, there's an option, aye.
A mini 09. I'm not kidding you. He is absolutely tiny. He's like same height as Pritchard. Oh, come on, Sunderland. That's it. That's. I think this is it, me. I said this earlier. I think this is the Larney signing. Regarding the two that's in, I cannot wait to see Muddle. I really cannot. I've heard a lot of good things about them. Regarding, someone just said still awake there. I've seen that off Sam. He says, hope they pull another still awake. I know. I tell you what, last window was good. The window was, you know, what we needed. I thought that was it. The phone every time it's flashing, I'm looking down. It's not. Messi only little. He's not 5'6" though. 5'6" is very small. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Height doesn't make doubt, man. Pritchard was one of our first names on the team sheet and he's the same height. So hopefully there's, as much as it kills Barnsley supporters, this lad is meant to be good. So hopefully we get to see him. You never know, I might be in the starting 11 for Sunday's game. I cannot wait for Sunday's game now. Obviously, for people that's watching, join me and Stephen live on Sunday on this channel. But it's going to be a bit more 18 plus, you know what I mean? The language we use.
Buy small defender 5'8".
Well, we may as well. Tom Cruise was 5'4". Fucking hell. Tom Cruise was 5'4". I get tortured for being small and I'm 5'9" and a quarter. And I get tortured for being smaller for Stephen. Because he is literally up here. He's just a beanpole.
I heard Diallo jump back into the future car and is now arriving at the Sol at 11:45. Need to go back to school. What, in the morning? Or me? Me, I know.
Yes, Joseph, where you been? Sunderland have signed Callum Styles, and Michael Cooper in the chat earlier called it the Garnacia arrived in style or something along them lines, and they did. They actually did, and I just knew it was going to happen. Right, I've seen a lot of that about that Muddle song, right? Let's get ready to muddle. The only reason that I didn't like that song is because two Geordies sing it, Ant and Dec. So I didn't really want to be singing that in the stadium when it came from Ant and Dec. That's just me being, you know, I hate the mag, so why would I not? Why would I sing that song, you know what I mean? But it does sound like a catchy song, like you're sitting in a kip and sing it by yourself. It does, like, you know, catch on a little bit. Kev, I'm 6'5". Well, Kev, I never ever want to stand next to you, ever, if you're 6'5".
Alan says I used to be 5'4". Same. No, I didn't think even I was that size. I think I just went shooting past that height. I'm shooting past it. I'm gone on as if I'm tall. I'm not at all. I'm pure average. 5'9", average is out. Cave sees Callum Styles, the ankle biter. The little Jack Russell. It's muddle like buddle. And Data Closet Sunderland fans, nah, they hate us. They hate us as well. Even when they're on the jungle. Now today was Sunderland, and they cannot help but mention us because they're rent-free in their heads. Absolute rent-free in their heads. Now, that one, I'm pinching it and I'm putting it on Twitter. Tomo, you've got it. Clark on the left, Roberts on the right. Here I am, stuck in the muddle with you. That's it, I'm putting it on. If you haven't got us on Twitter, go on and share this, right? You have to. And Tom, you're not getting credit. I'm pinching every last bit of credit. I'm saying that because I love Reservoir Dogs. Somebody's just tagged us in that, and the club's being put up. Apparently, there's rumours going around that the club is being put up for sale by KLLD, but it was this. I think it was the Spirit of 73 who put these rumours out, not the Spirit of 73. The person who is impersonating them. Oh shit! Wait there. Give us 2 minutes, everyone. I'm just going to put that tweet out. Where was it? What did he say? I'm like a big Bernie, like. Now what people will say, now mark my words, what about Bar? It's a bit harsh on Bar. Tom's gonna kill me, like. I bet you it's only me and Tom who thinks this is funny. Like, good. I bet you. I bet you he's quickly dealing with Vardy. And people just saying, oh, you copied. I'm saying this like no one's watching, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. I know, but do we not need something else? Like, something else along the lines of it. That's just a very short song. Like, Clark to the left, Roberts to the right. Here I am stuck in the muddle with you. We need something else, you know what I mean? I where people get the rest of the song gone. Yeah, I've tweeted it. Tomo didn't let people know. Thoughts on the signing made. I'm happy with Styles, I really am. He's got a load of experience in the Championship, 104 games, I've said previously. You know, Barnsley supporters, I've said this just 2 minutes ago, Barnsley supporters, as much as it kills him to say he is a good player, they have said it, they've said he's a good player, but he's been wanting away from Barnsley for quite a while, and they're not happy with him, basically. Sunderland up for sale, KLD 1 million with 95% sell-on clause. Sounds about right. Hope we can keep Clark. We'll keep Clark. Clark's gone nowhere. Not till the summer, that is, unless we're gone up, and then the club said we're keeping him. So, see how that goes. People sharing that on Twitter already. They think it's me. Oh, look at Tom. Oh. Alright. Oh, I need to come back. On my stomach. Try it on loan. I thought he would be solid. I like Triantis. I thought, to be honest, when I've seen him, he's looked alright. I watched him when the West Coast Mariners, or the East Coast, the Mariners were playing
Melbourne, and the Mariners. Melbourne were top, and the Mariners absolutely battered them 6-2. And Triantis was mint at the back. He was like a ball playing centre back. He was bringing the ball out a lot and getting forward quite a lot. And I thought he's going to be good. I hope he does sign. And the reporter at the end of the game was talking about it, but he obviously he didn't want to give Nout away, and he never said Nout. But I thought he would have had minutes. I really did thought he would have had minutes this season. I really, really did. I would have been over the moon if we got to see him more. But you know, it is what it is. Change your management. And what we did, like Stephen was saying in the match preview, Silt is ahead of Triantis, whichever way you want to look at it. I don't know why. I don't know why they started with Silt over Triantis, but they did, and they chose to go with him first and give him minutes. And you know, to be honest, Silt has been outstanding for us. He's been really good, especially at the slotting in at right back. And now you think for a lad who's 6'4", that you know he's not going to be that quick. He's looked kind of decent. Who was it against on that side? What was his name, man? I kind of think for Stoke, the black lad. I kind of think what was his name? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. I kind of think, and anyway, Silt kept him quiet. He kept trying to run past him, and Silt just pushed him into touch numerous times. But my Twitter's Jazzy 1973, mate. My picture looks like I've just put a fake bake on. For the women out there, you'll know what I'm talking about. I hope Rigg gets some minutes. Yes, we were talking about this earlier. I hope Chris Rigg does get more minutes. I really do. I think he's proved that he can you know, make an impact off that bench, especially against Southampton when he got his header. Took it really well. Brilliant work by Bennett, nonetheless. And when he came on against Stoke, he made himself look busy and he was getting all over the pitch. And I rate him. I think he'll do really well. And we've also got the same hairdresser. Now, I could be lining up a little meeting with him in the not so near future. Aye, Somerville, that's who it was. He did, mate. He kept him silent, like. Fucking hell. That's funny. I'm going to have to say it. Ian Bay says, when I first saw Muddle's announcement, I thought it was friggin' Tupac. Now, mate, he looks now like Tupac. Tyrese Campbell was the Stoke player. Was it? It was. It was actually. It wasn't Somerville, was it? Or I don't know. I'm going to have a look now because it was a black lad. No, he had blonde hair. I'm sure he did. But I can't really 100% remember and put a thing on it. So let's have a look. It was the last game we played them. It was Tyrese Campbell. He's there forward. But he on here he hasn't dyed his eye. He had a little bit blonde in his hair, didn't he? He had blonde bits in his hair. I think he's talking about the Leeds game. Liam. I think he's died. He says when he played for Leeds. I knew you were right. He did and all. Who's quoted that? Tom. Yes, Tom. I think that might be Tom who's just shared that one. I'm not sure. Cheers, Ed. He says 133. Well, it's 138 now watching. Can you all do us a favour and like the stream? But more importantly, subscribe to the channel. We are on the route to 10k. Why? What? How and why? Me and Stephen we were talking about today outside the stadium when we done our video. We're like, how the F have we got nearly 10 gear. And if you watch the preview, we're talking about supporters from both like different clubs, and that statement was just saying he hates everyone. He really did. He went Leeds, Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United. He's just listing a lot. And I went, mate, you get dick eats from every part of the club. I went, we've even got them, and both of us at the same time went, aye, us too. And we just can't understand how we got this many on. It's mental, like. Bedtime for me, fuck all that. Michael, you know what? The second year going to be, your phone will flash and it'll be the eyeballs, and the club will have tweeted saying, are you still up? Do you know what I wish though? They do what Burnley do. Burnley's just says, right, that's us done for the night, you can get off to bed. I appreciate that, because then I can end the stream and get to bed. But the club didn't. They didn't last time against... Me and Stephen done this, and we're sitting up till 1 o'clock, man, hoping something was going to happen, and they didn't even see it. Oh, gone to bed. Fuck you bastards. Oh, he's Hungarian international. He's hungry. I actually stay. I'm starving as well. I'll get a message. Yeah, but Mackie says something you'd have to add. I think Clark could play in the Prem, but he's thriving at us at the minute. Another move could end up like Tottenham again. Exactly. That's I hate it when that happens to us, really. Like, the majority of the time we get used as a stepping stone, don't we? And I hate it when players leave us and then they try to better the career and now it happens and they just flop. Not any fault of their own. They're just suited to Sunderland. They were suited to our team and the way we played. And so it is like a bit of a shame. Mate, Michael, we had 530 last time we done this, but literally I did half people saying, and then they thought, yeah, I'll have a bit of that, because now everyone's doing it tonight, so it would have been more. But I'm happy with this. I'm absolutely buzzing. Please, everyone who's watching, and I never normally say stuff like this, please come and watch us on the live stream on Sunday. It's early kick-off, so you'll probably be still in your pyjamas or whatever, mooching about the house. Just stick us on your phone and watch us while you're watching the match. It's a laugh and a half, I'm telling you. Normally Stephen gets it off the chat, so I hope you're going to be winding them up. People who always come in, give them some stick. Remember David Bellion? Yes, I do. There's quite a few. Like, you can list numerous players that's left us and tried to crack on with a career and fell off. The one I remember, well, there's loads, but I remember Asamoah Jean. He could have been some boy, but he got offered, what was it, 140 grand a week wages, and wages couldn't compete with that, and he just fell off a cliff. What was he called? The baby jet? He just fell off a cliff. Well, obviously you will when he was for his country as well. He was doing really well for them, and he just fell away, done out. But Coffee Goblin, where you? Who has left us and done well? And Mac and Muller. No, you should delete that. That's a disgrace, by the way. He says Jack call back. Oh, wait. Who's left us and done well? Jordan Henderson. How can you forget? He's won everything there is to win. Pickford's done alright and left us. I'm saying left us, you know. I'm not saying it like he's like ditched us or like that. He left and he went on to Pastors New and went Everton. But he got in his England call up, and he's England's number one. No one comes close to Pickford in an England shirt. So there's a few who's done alright. Another one who flopped, Darren Bent. 24 million we got off Aston Villa, and he literally dropped off a cliff as soon as he left us. He got an England call up with us. Dare I say Kevin Phillips? Not so much dropped off a cliff, but
He got the England call up us, didn't he? He won the European Golden Boot. But he didn't do much after. Well, he didn't do much after, did he? I'm not saying out about Phillips. He's a legend. Henderson do well. I did. What about Cornier? That's what I'm saying. Like you can look at it both ways. There's a few what's done well, but there's a lot what didn't. I cannot believe how do you know Cornier, right? You've got to put a lot of that down to Kabul, because Kabul kept him in place. Like he was learning a lot from Kabul, and when Kabul left, I think he took Cornier's skill with him, because he just dropped off when he went. Terrible window. There's time yet, Tom. Didn't worry about it. Didn't worry yet, lad. But up to now, it's not the best window in my eyes either, mate. Mignolet. I remember him. He went Liverpool. Then he went on Belgium won it. What was the team? Was it Belgium? I remember the crest. It's like, it looks like flat, like a. It goes like that. Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Michael, are you still here? You'll know what it was called. Alonso didn't do bad either after leaving us, and I did. He hits the mags as well. Love to see it. Even though he's left Sunderland, he still hits them. Who's the funniest on the live? Me. Seeing the players. Well, mate, I hope to God you're coming in on Sunday to give Stephen stick. I'm expecting it. Oh my God, he knows. I'm expecting it from you. Didn't let us down. Yeah, I remember when we turned the money down for Cornier. I remember. Jesus, that was crazy, that, you know. Yeah, I remember Cornier in that horrible plastic bag, like Sunderland's home shirt, what we had. It was rotten. I've still got it. I sometimes wear it, to be honest. I don't know why, but I remember him in the Championship, and it was diabolical. You're right, mate, he is. Steve's the Nissan Flasher. Well, he's in the chat on Saturday. Come in on Saturday and tell him that. You'll see me pissing myself laughing. Right, quickly. I'm gonna have to check this because the numbers are up. All right, the D and Canny. We are on 9,327 subscribers. See if we can get that out with a 30. Get that out with a 30. I'll be buzzing like. I'm buzzing in anyway. The amount of people that's been in, the interaction has been decent, but the window has been under par for me. Like the amount of bodies that's went out, we've brought 3 in. I'm happy with the lads what's been in, but not really, considering we need an experienced defensive midfielder and a striker. That I can't believe we haven't brought a striker in after all these windows. It's absolutely. I didn't understand it. How can they not do it? It doesn't matter if some section of supporters didn't think that we need one, or we're all right at the minute with 4 players in that position covered. But we're D, because the 4 of them have scored 2 all season long, regardless of anything behind the way we play or the system. We didn't feed them, service, doesn't matter. They've only scored 2 goals. And no, I really do, but I know Stephen said it, if we had Haaland up top, he wouldn't have scored. I didn't believe that for 1 minute. I think they would have got more than 2 goals. I'm not saying we're going to get someone like him, but you know what I mean. Way signing anyone else than or not. I didn't know Alfie. I didn't know. There's a minute again. The minute has run out because there's only 6 seconds left. It's done. It's closed. That's it. People, window is shut. That's it We are just waiting for Sunderland to say that's it. I'm going to get some munchies after this because I'm clamming. But hopefully, there's one more signing to announce. Now, if it's Amvia, I'm going to flip the table. Which I highly doubt. Highly, highly doubt it. I tell you, didn't I? I tell you, Tom, I put that song on, somebody shared it, and then somebody commented on this lads and says Roberts has done F all season. I knew it was coming. Anticlimax. Give it a half an hour. Or 15 minutes even. Get Mr. Beast to buy Sunderland. Probably scored the amount of money he's got. Why? He puts all of his money back into these videos, doesn't he? Something what has seen him shoot up. I think he's got 185 million or something daft like that. Doesn't it make sense? We'll get there one day. I believe in the Mackham's power to push us on to Borough. Exactly, Chris. Let's get behind the team for the rest of the season. Exactly. And reassess in May. You're right. You're right there. The club have just put on Twitter, on YouTube, Styles' interview, which I knew they would do. I tell you, there would be more tweets coming out about Styles, and then whatever's going to happen after that, if it be the club saying, right, we're done, or if it's like, are you still awake? Which they would love to do. I know, Graham, I hope the day put us out of our misery. They need to put us out of our misery now. Because I'm not sitting on it till 1 o'clock in the morning. We've got no chance. No, I've got to change all this studio and all for the Borough game. Got loads to do. Right, where what? See if the club have done out. They've put Styles, and in behind him they've got all of his shirts. The two away ones and the home one, obviously. I don't know if you can say that. I'll turn it sideways. Can you see? There's the lad there in his beautiful red and white top. Oh, yeah, while everyone's on this, right? While everyone's on, here's an incentive for you to subscribe. The second we hit 10k, we're giving another Sunderland top away. We've already give one away, and we gave a top to somebody wanted. Michael Cooper won one. We gave away about 4 shirts, and I had to post them all out the other day because I basically took the piss with sending them out with Christmas and that. I just didn't have time. Now, I need to quickly have a look on who won it, so you know I'm not lying. What's his name again? Oh, it weren't that long ago. 17 weeks in that. 5 weeks maybe. Piss off, yeah. Oh, wait, man, where was it? Oh, Oliver English. There, it's there. Now, I says to him, send us a pic so I can show people that, you know, it's legit that we've give you the top. And there he's at. He sent us the picture. He sent us the picture of the top. He won the first Sunderland top. Now, if you subscribe, when we hit 10k, you will be getting another Sunderland top. I don't know how we're going to draw it. I might just put a post on Twitter, X. I hate saying X, it sounds stupid. But we might put a post on X, and if you just prove in the post that on the comment section that you're subscribed to the channel, then bang, your name goes in that. Simple as that. It's the only way it can be done, lads and lasses. 11 o'clock, Andrew. But then loans are after that. Right, I wear Sunderland. This can't be. dragged on any longer. 680 subs to 1,000. Well, 10,000. 10,000, that's crackers. That's absolutely mental. That, like, once we do get there and all, I'll be able to put stories on the YouTube as well. Another thing I'm going to do tonight after this, if you got on the YouTube community, I'm going to put a Sunderland versus Middlesbrough, either win, lose or draw. You can tap that vote as well. We normally get some, I think about 1,500 votes on that one, so that's quite a good thing, you know. What am I doing? 2 seconds, everybody. Clark or Ahmad, if you have to have one. Oh my god, that's so hard, that. Wow, I'll put that in years. Clark or Ahmad in January. In 2 minutes, there's 10 hour clock talking.
For an hour, and you should have gone with 3-4-0.
So if you mentioned Ahmad.
Because we had the chances and we conceded nothing. But then the way.
So if you mentioned Ahmad Diallo.
We should manage that better on the pitch.
Yeah, he's not mentioning now, does he? He's not.
And then you see the spirit from the team and the resilience, and especially then in the person.
He'd be over the moon at the one, but Jesus, 4-3, it was close. Real Madrid beat Getafe. Yosselu getting the 2 goals.
When you can show this.
But loans can come in after though, can't they?
I think the whole team.
Well, they can.
Played very good.
We're on 9,334, 35. Get on now. Fleeing.
In the front line, and if they get the surface from the back.
Like, it's a mad question that, like, Clark or Mad. Like, we're looking at the goals Ahmad scored. Can you remember against Luton? Pritchard rolls the ball and he scores like from the. We got a free kick. Pritchard just rolled the ball a little bit and he whipped it in, scored from there. He scored all types of goals. The Birmingham goals was similar to what Clark does, where he comes inside and puts it around the keeper. He scored some really good goals as Diallo, but so's Clark. It's depending on what we get Ahmad for. I want if we get 30 for Jack Clark, and then I wouldn't spend all of that on Diallo. I don't know. I'd rather keep Clark. I think I don't know. Very hard question. I just cannot answer it. Blackburn, they're talking about where Thornton gone to Palace, but there's still out from the club. Sunderland just let us know so I can get into bed. I'm getting sick of this waiting about. Stay me nothing. Oh, he's so late. What's going on, lads? What's going on? But all in all, people, I would say that transfer window up to now, because obviously it's after 11 o'clock, is kind of poor in my eyes. I'm not particularly happy that we haven't brought in any experience. We have let Pritchard Gan, he was the most experienced player in our squad. We haven't brought in a defensive midfielder when it was clear as day we were desperate need for one, and also we've been in need for a striker for about 30 years. That was exaggeration, obviously, a couple of years, you know what I mean. We've been in desperate need for a striker for God knows how long, and we haven't brought one in as of now. Didn't get us wrong, they could announce something in the next couple of minutes, you know. Max, unless Ahmad Diallo is being on a Concorde, there's no chance he's being spotted in Sunderland. No chance. Cool hand, Luke. Lucas says Clark for him. I'm leaning on to Clark, me, to be honest. I fuck with Clark. I would say a Clark. Exactly, Tom. He was at Wolves. He's been down Wolves. He was sat on the bench. And the game's just finished. Right, the game hasn't been finished that long. So by the time they've got changed, got in the cars, there's no way in a million months of Sundays he would have got back here. Max, man. Oh, wait. Listen, Oxo. Clark for what? Earlier somebody asked the question in the chat, in this summer, if you had a chance to bring Diallo but it meant Clark leaving, like say you got the 30 million for him, would you take it and bring a Diallo in? And I personally would rather keep Jack Clark. You'll have to wait. So that was just me personally. How long do you reckon we'll give it before we national flag? Oh, is that right? Coffee Goblin. Didn't it get me excited, mind? Twitter told you. What? Oh, you've mentioned it, right? If this is something good, and I'm going for something because I'm clamming. Oh! Happy for the lad. There you are, Klopp, mate. Michael, mate, you legend. Can it say that, can you? Liza Mienda has gone to Hibs on loan. Hibs have just announced it. Can it sing it? Cheers, lad. Letting us know there, mate. Ah, I've done it before the club. Ah, tap that one. Cheers, Michael. We've got that one up before Sunderland. I tell you not to get to bed. Mienda went out on loan. Right, I'm tweeting this. Please tell us when you're done so I can get to bed. I've tweeted at the club under the Mienda. What they've tweeted about Mienda. I've said, please tell us when you're done so I can get to bed. Because I cannot be bothered waiting any longer. I said Michael Cooper, the channel member and moderator, let us know that Hibs announced it before even Sunderland did, and I let yous know before even Sunderland did that Mienda has gone out on loan to Hibs. Well, that's good because now Nectar's and Mienda have got, there's a familiar face amongst each other. Obviously, Nectar knows the manager, but yeah, that's good. He joins. Steve Clarks just says that he joins Triantis side. It's a good move for him. That I'm out with that for Mienda because he weren't getting 9 minutes in the Sunderland team. There was I've got a funny feeling where you're going to see Hamia going out on loan, because if you're going to send Mienda, who I rate much better than Hamia, even though I do like Hamia. It's only because I met him at South Shields and he was a sound lad. I think we might see Hamia gone out on loan. Be funny if he was at Hibs as well. Bale's fate sealed. I know, man. Not yet. Not yet. It was sealed before he came in the job, man. Kai Ball says he's got to school in the morning, needs to get to bed. It's right, like I hope to God the club did it, because they didn't do it last time and I was fuming. Me and Stephen was sitting there shattered. I hate predictive text. Me tweet when I was supposed to say Let us know when you finish so I can get the bid. It says let us know when you finish so I can get the bid. I didn't even sound like a man. Speakman is though. People talking amongst themselves. I don't know. There's one coming in, HP Sauces. Yes, Michael, you know the score. Well, you got the Meander one right. Right, you clocked it. Fair point, Nat. Connor on Twitter's just said, because I says, let us know when you're done so I can get the beat. And then Connor on Twitter's just went, it's been one in, one out, or like the transfer window up to now, which is a fair point. So does that mean there's one more coming in? Aye, he's saying hopefully that means one in. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Shout out top bottoms, John Dixon, Louis Patterson. Shout out to John Dixon and Lewis Patterson, top Mackhams. The Echo's totally noticed the Echo, mate. Somebody says, can I play a striker? Probably. But I'm like Rusin, 5'9", so there's no point. I'm like a midget. What would they? June Bellingham. Max, man. It's Jude. Nothing is official on that. What's that about? About Benson, do you reckon? Well, listen, what you've got to understand is it doesn't matter who it's coming from, as if it's not the club, or if it's not, like say Burnley for instance, or if it's not a football club announcing it, then now it's done till they've announced it. Once the day and once they see it in the night, off to bed, then aye, it's still waiting game. Oh yeah, the whispers. There's a lad on social media. He's called Whispers on Wayside. He does get some stick, but he says dinner gone to bed yet. It's Sunderland are not done. This is coming from somebody who said Sunderland were going to bring 4 or 5 players in, and he put a French flag and an Ivory Coast flag, meaning Diallo. Oh, Dean, you mustn't realise I'm live. I want to tell him. Hey, sorry, everyone. I was getting a bit. Somebody went, just gone to bed, mate. There'll still be if they get anything gets announced, you'll just find out in the morning. I went, I'm live on Yow Chow. Got 40 minutes for William Story Day, like. William Story. Oh, it's Sunderland, please, just one more eyes. That's all I'm waiting for, the little eye emoji. And then we'll be all excited. And then we'll probably be a young, inexperienced player who will be bringing in, and there'll be fume from the doors on Facebook. Every announcement's been 15 minutes apart. Well, we've already had 2 announcements on it. Apart from the outgoings, I mean. Right, how many was it? Silt. Oh, my eye, Triantus. I'm looking at him because he's behind us out there. You got Triantus. Oh, damn it, Sunderland's traded. January window complete. Now, why I? That's it. For fuck's sake. Wow, that's it. It's done, everyone. Window closed. The club's announced it. I'm glad they announced it, but fuck me, that's underwhelming, that. Wow, that is poor. That is actually poor. Fucking hell. That is actually piss poor. Are you joking me, though? Fuck off. Fuck off. That cannot be right. That cannot be right. Well, bro, I tell you, didn't I? I did say that. I did tell you Styles would be the only one. Not including the two here. I can't believe it. I really, really can't. That's insane. That means we've left Nectar, Pritchard, Bennett, Meander. Who else was it? How many players we let it gone out? Aye, Rich, it is very disappointing. It's terrible, like. That's fucking shit, that, like. I'm not even lying. We've brought in one experienced player who does know the championship. Other than that, we've brought in two young'uns. Knee striker again. Is he taking a piss over there or what? Knee defensive midfielder. Mateti as well, aye. Wow, that's mad, that, you know. That's fucking looped. I'm sorry for swearing so much, but yeah. That's crazy, that, like, knee. That's mad, like. I can't get out of that. What do you reckon, everybody, then? He's happy with the window? Kind of see how he would be, like. They've given up this season. No, last season I said twist or bust to get the top six, and the at a crossroads, and they brought bodies in. I thought, oh, well, we've got a chance, and we did get it. This season, how can you say that we can get the top six with what's happened there? That doesn't even make sense, man. There's knee striker coming again. What are they thinking? See what I mean with these? Them over there. At one point last season, they had us in the palm of our hands. Now they're just fucking everything up. How can they not bring in a striker, though? Knee striker after how many years of us needing one? Clear as day we need one. Then the strikers, what they've brought in, they've been gambles, and the gamble hasn't paid off, because since they came in, they've only scored 2 goals amongst 4 of them. So that's a failure in my eyes, regardless. Now, did they think that they're going to change the system and that we're going to get more out of the strikers now? Only time will tell, but for me, that's a bad window, that, like. To let out all them players gone, including Pritchard, and to bring in 2 unknowns and 1 person, you know, he's from the lower league. He's from League 1. That's the worst I've seen, like, in a while. That's shit. That's shit. Well, everybody, before you all go and subscribe, join us on the live stream on Sunday. It should be a laugh. We're going to have a video up regarding this transfer window, and it's, for me, I'm not going to hold my tongue. Simple as that. Stephen, I think he's a little bit more... Well, no, to be honest, he says his main priority is the defensive midfielder, and I cannot see Styles being the defensive midfielder what he expected. Now, I wanted a striker as well as a defensive midfielder. We're going to have a video up regarding this matter. I don't know when, but we will. And we will see you on Sunday. Subscribe before you're gone. Hit the thumbs up. And cheers for joining. Cheers for dropping in on the chats. And